I'm out. Jabby M, I'm out. Jabby M, I'm
No,
out.
he pressed
Did
the
you hit
button.
a button?
No!
No, I didn't. No, I didn't, and you better spin it all. I want to hear the beat till he
Not
dropped
again.
it. Boom, boom, boom.
He also had another route, by the way. He had target combo into Dragon Lash if he wanted to. Enhanced Dragon Lash.
Yep, he actually just could have did that. Definitely would have worked out.
That's rough. Bam, bam. No uppercut. Man. Mark, not like this. You don't have as many. Oh!
Big jump in. Big damage.
You don't have as many chances like that against someone like Jabby M, but he's proven me wrong immediately. How many fierces, how many haymakers have landed against Jabby?
I mean, and he's catching him walking back quite a bit. Catches the legs once again. Didn't spin the drive bar. Back throw. Uh-oh. Watch for the DI. I've been consistently using that bad boy. I like the early drive rush. Roundhouse Jinrai follow-up. Float to the Soulbot. Wake up Tatsu. Mark the Shark. Watch for the fin, bro. Everybody out of the water. He's going to do Wake Up Tatsu. It's just a dolphin. Oh, my God. It was Mark the Shark. Gets the throw.
That wasn't any old dolphin. It was Mark the Shark. Man, I was about to say staring at the jaws of defeat, but you know, he's the one dishing out the damage instead with the Wake Up Tatsu. Shades of Street Fighter V. The stagger pressure.
Looking for something. Staggers the offense, goes low, finds a hit, doesn't get the conversion though. Jabby M. Counter hit combo. DI not gonna be enough. Mark the Shark puts himself in burnout, but spins a level 3. Yeah.
Like that. Yes, sir. That's the appropriate response after a drive impact. When you're in burnout, you have a level 3. That is an excellent way to set it up. Backdash, fierce into the Dragon House. That's so smart.
Didn't finish. You better be careful. You could have died, bro. You actually could have died right there. And you're actually dead right here. Sticking to a button. He did use all his resources to get it, though. Sold and Mark the Shark. And that is definitely going to count as a round loss, bro. Oh, I know you're thinking about that. I know he's thinking about that. Yeah.
Damn, he rolled all the way to
He
your dead
rolled
body?
all the way over to the dead body to hit you with the dog pose, the one leg up. Uses you as the fire hydrant. Wake up, OD, uppercut. That's what I call it. That's what
I didn't realize that's what you meant.
That's why I didn't like it, bro. I'm like, bro, you gonna use me as the fire hydrant?
Jesus, Steve.
Oh, reset, tries to go for the throw. Oh, low forward, bro. What is the success rate?
Pretty high. Too damn high. Oh, with punishing? No, he backdashed twice, Marky.
Oh,
Jabby.
peeking.
Oh, that's a +2 trade. Oh, he could have done more. He could have done another crouching medium punch if he wanted. There was a big trade combo on the side of the DJ.
Looking for the burnout. Trying to take advantage. Now he's got some drive bar back, though. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Fighting out a little bit. 50 seconds left on the clock. Low forward. I thought it was low forward. You know he's scouting it, though. Oh, the forward throw. You're dead. Jabby M.
2 games straight against Mr. Shark. Looking kind of sus. That's tough, man. I think there's a lot to talk about, too, with Mark the Shark in terms of confidence. I think he plays so well when he has that momentum on his side. I think the very ill drop that he had off of that level 3 with burnout is really starting to affect him here now. I think he hasn't really found success in closing out some of these rounds against Jabby M. Could be pretty important. He needs to not like trying to reinvent the wheel with some of these combos. I think the basic combos that he has down pat should just find him so much more success than he's already in. He's overextending and being overzealous with some of his routes.
I was just about to say, he's definitely getting in trouble because he's going for some of these, I ain't gonna say they're more complicated, but they're definitely harder than some of the routes that you could take, like you pointed out. So, speaking of some easier routes.
Yeah, I think he's just overanalyzing a lot of the things and having a little bit of a precision paralysis. Oh,
Wow, tries to throw a fireball out there. Dragon Lash. I like the dash up first. Catches him out of the air. Mark the Shark has his work cut out for him, though. Okay. Jinrai hits. Oh, exchange.
What a
bot.
man, that was a sick conversion from Jabby. It's not the first time we've seen it, but still. Yeah, and that's so sneaky, too. When you get the parry, you're still able to hide your charge.
Whoa, spins it all, puts him in
I
burnout.
like this decision. I actually really love this decision from Mark the Shark. A slight, very, very slight life lead, perhaps? Or if not, it's tied. With the burnout.
Yo, the sweep. Look for the back throw. Just cool.
Yeah, Mark the Shark gets his meter back as well. The bait, yeah, he got it.
Nope. Yeah, just a little bit out of the range. Yo, Mark the Shark puts one on the board. 2-1 in favor of Jabby M. Yeah, that early dash rush jab, he was really far away when he did it too, so. Got the bait.
Really good call out. You know, Jabby M stuffed him up. Man, the counter poking from Mark the Shark is looking so good. The whip punish against the soul bot. Jabby M willing to fight it out in the corner more often than not. The jabs are there, but nothing of it afterwards. A little bit too far, maybe not confident in the soul bot, but the big crush counter. Sorry, the punish counter. Hello. I've been seeing too many wake up Tatsu, Steve.
Right.
I thought it was 5. The big punish counter. Ooh.
Trying to find something. Almost found the hole right there. Jabby M didn't give it to him, but gets the Dragon Lash counter hit. Level 1, side switch once again, keeps it in the middle of the screen. Oh.
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 Oh,
Yo.
that's so awkward with no drive gauge behind it. You can still do low forward if you get a punish counter fierce. Especially with a burnout active.
Oh, ran behind it on top of it.
Smart.
If he would have jumped forward, he could have actually got him with the uppercut, so that was really good.
Also very clean checkmate scenario. Mark the Shark looking to bring another game on the board, but Jabby M, he's so close. He's so close to becoming our champion with 2 games, or at least a game advantage over Mark.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Very scrambly right now. Mark the Shark tries to go for a drive rush maybe and misses it and puts himself in burnout. Big jump in.
That wasn't even a punish counter either.
Jabby M has an opportunity here. Takes the throw too far. Actually could have went straight into level 2. DI not going to be enough this time. He's got the level 3. Probably shouldn't need it though, right? He could probably kill without it if he just spins it. Yeah, there you go. And set point now. Set point. CPT South African point for Jabby M versus Mark the Shark. Does Mark have a rebuttal? He needs 2 games to even begin the reset. Level 2 through the fireball. Yeah.
He dropped it towards the end again. Jabby M leaving extra damage on the table. I thought he would go, oh no, and just like that, the big opener, more than enough damage coming in. Mark the Shark letting it rock with level 3, bringing the heat. Look at the amount of damage. Ooh, a Marky.
Oh, no anti-air. Jump light, had the cross up. Counter hit stand like, could have got the drive rush off of it, but not looking for it. Sweet. Oh. 2 bars, you better be careful.
Ooh,
Yo, the baby.
it's not like this.
Uh.
Oh, you're a throw away from getting it. Can he do it?
Oh my God. No. Gets the throw. Mark the Shark. Oh, and the trade goes to Jabby M. It will be him, the winner of CPT South Africa 2023 will be Jabby M. 3-1 over Mark the Shark, who takes second. Man, Jabby M so dominant in that set. Mark the Shark had a couple of opportunities, but the weight, the pressure of the situation will go to the victor who can deal with it the best. It will be Jabby M. A lot of people had this man as the person to win it for great reason. One of the strongest players out of the region. And on top of that, like I said, the DJ with this player really does make a lot of sense. Let's take a look back. There were so many instances for Mark the Shark to make something big happen here. And it was looking pretty good at the beginning, but this is when you see like the Jobby M, like, you know what, let me be more calm, let me relax, let me take my time, and that's what really started to happen. You see the paces start to play off, the throws start to play a lot more, and these situations really were Mark the Shark, those little scrambles really did work off in his favor a lot of the time.
I agree.
Great bait.
And he was slowly starting to adapt to what Jobby M wanted, too. I think overall the nerves got to him. You see it very blatantly towards the end where he dropped a very big, significant punish, and also twice over, he actually got another heavy punch to land against Jobby M and dropped it again. I think there was a lot of consideration. Taking a look right here.
Oh, right
that
here,
sequence,
yeah.
like, what? I don't know. Like, maybe he intentionally dropped the jabs and threw out the heavy punch, but he could have done crouch jab, stand jab, uppercut.
Yeah, he actually had to confirm to get the hit, but then on top of that, his life was so low, and he was in burnout that the situation after that would have still been dire. And I think he had 2 bars, if I'm not mistaken. So you can do like the start. You can do like jab, jab in the level 2, right? I think, or maybe it doesn't combo off of the stand jab, but I know it's combo off the stand light, right?
Yeah,
like you can actually do it. I do it all the time, third strike style. So, man, but regardless though, Jabby M with the DJ will be your CPT South African champion. Takes it over Mark the Shark. Will Bartness as well. So you see, first place will be Jobby M. Second place will be Mark the Shark. Third place will be Ren here. Fourth place, Will Bartness, you can see right there. And that's going to be your top 4 here for CPT South Africa. Great games all around. You can see him try. You really saw Mark the Shark trying to bring it back from the edge, from the rim of defeat. But Jobby M keeps his wits about him, keeps the momentum in his favor, and you heard what some of the other players saying. They were trying to take down the giant. That giant was Jobby M, and he's going to Capcom Cup.
I didn't even know giants could swim like that, bro. Mark the Shark just kind of swimming away. He's, I'll get you again someday.
Next time.
Jobby M, I'll get you. You'll have yours. But, man, speaking of, Jobby M, repeat Capcom Cup competitor. Again, let me repeat that. Jobby M makes it back into Capcom Cup number 10 as a representative for South Africa. You couldn't ask for any other representative, really. But at the same time, for either one, if it was Jobby M or Mark, South Africa was in good hands, especially with how dominant both of these players have been from their inception into top 16. Well played, gentlemen, and truly good games all around for all of the competitors as well. I see how tight-knit it is when it comes to the World Warrior Get Wash series, and it's been so close. Anybody could have made it into grand finals. So, again, big ups to you guys. So strong and so much fun to watch. I'm really proud of you all and really happy to stay tuned to the entire storyline that you guys have been delivering. Shout outs to all the TOs involved in South Africa. Sigma, I'm looking at you, man. You're doing a fantastic job.
Shout outs to Sigma.
Everybody that's been following along, also fantastic job to you as well. But there's still plenty more to unravel as we get going. Again, there's so many events, obviously even more CPTs, even more World Warriors. And speaking of, we want to...
I am Big Hollywood, Rob TV, and I am joined with the People's Champ. I am joined with the FGC GOAT of content creation, possibly. Well, hold on, Mike Ross exists too. But the white GOAT. Goats are white already, so they actually work. Men's like Brian F. Let's go, Brian. What's up?
Somehow you set the bar lower and lower for the titles you bestow upon me episode after episode, and it's a special talent, Rob, so I appreciate that. Look, we're all hyped up because we finally had more offline Street Fighter 6 action in multiple formats. We had CPT Singapore, and we had Street Fighter League US kicking off now, so we have tons of Street Fighter action to review, break down, talk about, and enjoy on top of your regularly scheduled CPT online programming, because of course we have the Europe Northeast region coming up for this CPT event. But before we get into any of that, it's time to do our little personality assessment.
Yes,
we have to break down the next batch of characters for what these characters say about you. If you main these characters, this is what people think, maybe out loud, maybe quietly, but listen, come on. We all do it. You pick a certain character, we have some thoughts about how you might be. So, Rob, where are we going to start with this one?
You know what, man? What your character says about your personality, part 3, we got to start off with a banger. Jury players, come here. Let's talk. This is the thing, Brian. I feel like jury players, you know, there's certain videos that you watch on the internet sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And you know, there's videos that you watch that, you know, you're not supposed to tell everybody you watching them per se. You're not supposed to leave comments. But there's some weird humans in the world who leave comments. That's jury players, bro. Jury players. Everyone who leaves comments on those videos are jury players. 100%. Tell me I'm lying.
No, they don't leave comments. They hit the share button.
They share the link. Yo,
On
share
Facebook.
Share the link. No, Facebook is the worst. With your family, your grandma on there, and you just shared the link.
The evolution of the cult of personality surrounding Juri from her inception in Street Fighter 4 to what she has become in Street Fighter 6. I don't know how we got here. I don't know what happened, but you know what? I'm looking at Capcom a little bit. Y'all are to blame a little bit.
They play into it, bro, because they put these tweets with the feet and everything like that. Like, that's crazy.
She do be kicking. I cannot deny it. I mean, her super, her critical art. There's a lot of action involved in the heel in there, you know.
Yeah. The way she look at the she put the dude on the foot and look at him and slam him on the ground and stuff like that. Like, that's, come on, man. You got just a kid out here doing feet streams and whatnot nowadays.
The number of Juri and feet-related social clubs in Street Fighter 6 I have seen has been too much. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. When I see a Juri player and they have like Juri's Foot Club as their club name,
Juri's Foot Club.
There's an extra level of pleasure I take in beating their ass in ranked. I'm being
crazy.
Honest.
That's crazy.
Honest.
Yeah, Juri players. Yeah, I feel like you got something going on. You also you need some help. That's what we're trying to tell you. We always interviewing World Warrior TOs. Can we please help a Juri player instead? Let's get a hotline or something like that, or something like that for them, Brian. Because there's something wrong.
I don't know if there's any saving them at this point. They just want to appreciate Juri and drive rush. That's it. That's the only two things they know.
Oh, and they just drive rush.
We haven't even talked about the gameplay yet. We're so distracted about everything surrounding the character. The people who are actually taking Juri, there's also the players who are trying to move past that a little bit. And like, hey, look, I'm serious. I'm here to compete. Not the Just the Kids of the world. He's in both ends. But all the other Juri players, I see you, but you ain't playing neutral. I don't know what you're doing.
No, if she got some buttons, but those buttons don't matter. Drive rush is it. Drive rush medium.
Go to full screen, store up, throw a fireball, and then cross country across the whole stage and get into medium, drive rush, medium.
Yes,
that's Juri right there.
Now with you talking about a lack of neutral on no neutral, I see what you did there, Brian. We got to talk about this next character, man. Rashid. Now, Rashid players, I know there's about 4 of you out there right now. I gotta ask, man, why? Like, what do you really gain out of using such a character? You play no footsies, you play no neutral whatsoever. Like, as soon as you imagine seeing the first trailer for Rashid and thinking, yeah, that's who I'm gonna play. Man, doing triple jumps and all this insanity. I think Rashid players and Blanca players, or Blanca players who went to college.
I see.
That's who Rashid players or Blanca
higher
players
education Blanca.
That's all that is.
What the other Blanca players, they just went on a trip to find themselves in the wilderness instead.
Yeah. The other
went
Blancas
forging a little bit for something edible out in the woods.
The Blanca players got their GED in jail. That's you know what I'm saying. Rashid players, they at least they went to community college or something like that. Some of them even went to higher. They even there ain't no Harvard graduates or nothing like that. But some of them doing their thing. They're smarter Blanca players, white collar criminals.
I mean, when you pick Rashid, I feel like you just. It used to be the spinning mixer canceled into the roll, and you said, I dare you to try to take your turn back or try to prevent me from doing this. And then when you finally get conditioned, he gets in for infinite turns. Now it's all about the Cyclone. That Cyclone is just stealing turns.
Yes, it's so dumb.
It's nonstop. Have you ever actually checked that move? I think the community as a whole has to come together to finally instill the habits of stopping this move, because we are just letting Rashid players get away with murder left, right, and center. And the worst part about it is, on top of that, they just pop that level 2 and win. So we let them get away with murder, and then level 2, there's no stopping that. That's it. That's real.
Bro, and can we agree that Rashid was like the main character of Street Fighter 5? Kinda. He was like a protagonist. Okay. Do you know how trash you gotta be? He got moved. You got pushed to the side quickly, like R&D or something like that. And Capcom was like, nah, this ain't cutting it. And boom, we get Luke. Rashid's supposed to be the guy. Now all of a sudden, Luke immediately pushed him out the way.
People love Rashid though. He's got a
Rashid is a cool character. I actually love. I do like Rashid. Yeah, he's like. I'm not gonna lie. Rashido is one of the. Oh, Nakali. That was. Hey, Capcom, y'all pulled up from half court. Carlton,
Brick.
You know what I'm saying? Freshman, that did not hit. That was not nothing but net. That ain't even touched the rim right there, my boy. So, but y'all did y'all thing with Rashid though for sure. Shout out to the Rashid players. Now, Brian, what's his next character we about to talk about, man? Come on, who we
I don't even know what to say. We're gonna talk about Lily.
Lily, okay, Lily.
I really don't know what to say.
Okay,
I'm not joking here.
Lily players, put your body pillow away and try to win some Street Fighter matches. There's not a Lily player on Earth. Probably Max, I know you was playing Lily too. You had a body pillow. You know what I'm saying? That must be what's going on there. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing to have nothing like that, but I think you only pick that character because she's so cute and all that type of stuff. I've never seen Lily at the top of the tier list. Brian, you try to act like she's better than I think she is, but I ain't never seen her.
Absolutely. What shout outs? Hibiki the Beast. He's been winning tournaments left, right, and center over in Japan and with Korean players online.
He has Hibiki in his that he's a god. Like he's a god for even having Dan's surname in his. He's a low tier legend.
True. I think Lily is definitely better than people make her out to be. For sure. I'm not saying she's. Within reasonable expectations, I think she's better than people make her out to be, for sure. But yeah, Lily players, I got to imagine that. How many of you are begrudgingly holding on to like the essence of T-Hawk? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because T-Hawk, you look at T-Hawk and he's about 8'13". 7,000 pounds, propelling himself out of the air. The way he comes into the game, just landing, like a commercial airliner into the match. And then Lily says it's not
it ain't the same.
So
it ain't.
I gotta wonder how many of them are just like people who used to main T-Hawk thinking about how it used to be, and how many people just want to dodge neutral. Because let's be real, Lily, if she gets
they want to charge up the wind stalk.
Degenerate.
And then just fly across your half screen, B+, and make you get some command grab versus otherwise. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, Brad. What you gonna say, Brian?
I was gonna say that's all she has. So I mean,
that is all she got.
When I really think about it, you must love jab or command grab. Like that's gotta be the only
loving
thing
jab. Loving jab is crazy.
like you love the mix up between jab and command grab so much that you had a character that's all she does. That's all she does is get in with a move, and then she goes, "I'm gonna jab you or I'm gonna command grab you."
Bro, when you press a button in neutral with that character, you are risking your life. And I'm talking about the Lily player. You can't use any of her buttons. You know what I play against her with DJ? How many times I whiff punish her with stand heavy kick, brother? Like it's no problem. I don't understand. So clearly you guys don't really give a damn about winning. Some of y'all still be doing it though. I respect it, and she's a super cute character, and I'm a support black. She black, right? Yeah, for sure. I'm a support. She black.
I'll let you decide this.
Y'all help us. Lily black, right? Anyway, to our last character of the day. We alluded to him a little bit earlier. The face of the franchise. Moved Ryu's old ass right out the way. Luke himself. Luke players, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bruh. You're boring. You're boring.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think Luke players boring. Now I know they got Minna. Sun shines on a dog's ass. That's what my dad tell me. And that's exactly what that is right there. Minna is sun shining on a dog's ass when it comes to the Luke player base, because he is an anomaly. Listen, you know who one of my best friends in the world is in real life? Duo Kevin. Kevin ain't no big exciting guy per se.
No,
he be chilling.
Kev wants to bore you in game too.
That's Luke players, bro.
That's how he's trying to approach it. But let me give some credit to the Luke players here, because Luke, to me, has had the biggest glow up we have ever seen in Street Fighter history, at least back to back. Season 5, Street Fighter 5, Luke, people there was some tumultuous feelings for the new future face of Street Fighter 6.
His hair was a little...
He's a little spaghetti hair. He was a little bit too arrogant without any of the lovable aspects that we have of him now. And somehow, you know, they managed to turn Luke around to be just this lovable oaf who, you know, at the end of the day is top tier as all hell, but somehow gets a pass for it just because he's so lovable. So that, to me, Luke players are they're trying to play it cool. They're trying to be friends with everybody, but really they're actually trying to steal your lunch money at the end of the day. That's the truth of it.
He's fun though. He's fun to watch in tournament. I'm not gonna lie, Luke is fun to watch in tournament. But he does. Why do y'all get a pass? We need to start a campaign or something, Brian. I'm always hearing about Ken, JP, the usual suspects. Why don't nobody talk about Luke?
Up there.
He's insane.
Luke is right up there.
Yes, Luke is just as good as these characters.
I think it's just the PR they've done for Luke. People love Luke now. I don't know what happened. He's all sunshine and rainbows.
World Tour mode was the biggest down player. World Tour mode was the #1 Luke down player out of everything. I'll be honest with you, out of all the characters you guys could have went with. And then, you know, I used to think in the past it was like the Shoto players going over to Luke. He's the better Shoto. And there is a little bit of that going on now, but overall I think people just using him because he's absolute insanity and they keep it quiet. They sit there and watch everybody else fight while they know that their character is absolutely broken, bruh.
They like that +1 crouch medium punch and then the anti-airable jump fierce because that's
Come on, I don't understand. It is what it is. You got your dub. You didn't deserve it, but you know you're moving on in bracket. That said, we need to move on and get to this bracket, Brian. And before we get to that, I do want to make sure everybody knows this was part 3. We still have one more part. If you guys are excited for the season finale of the season, look, it's a whole season now, Brian.
I guess so.
I guess so. If you're looking forward to the finale of the character personality series, make sure you guys let us know in the comment section and on Twitch and all that. That being said, we are about to get into some of the most ridiculous Street Fighter 6 action that you can find anywhere right here on Capcom Fighters. This is Europe Northeast CPT. Let's go.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. I have my own death. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and my magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Street Fighter 6.
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Fight with all your heart!
We are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a total prize pool of over $2 million.
It's showtime, baby! Guano takes it over Idol!
All right, you ready?
You don't want to miss it! Let him go! Look at the damage! Look at that damage!
Now's not the time for jokes.
Your two-time Capcom Cup champion! It's Meta RD!
Welcome everybody to the Capcom Pro Tour 2023. We are here for the top 16 and to determine the top 8 and qualifier for Europe North and East. And you know, my NIA geography skills can only take me so far. So luckily they brought in an expert on the region. My man Jammer's here to carry me through the way. How you doing, fam?
I'm all good, man. You know what? The guys hit me up. They said, hey, do you want to come on down and commentate some European CPT? And they said, Rich is going to be in the building. I said, okay, 12 hours? I'll just mosey on over, say hello to the guys, and talk some Street Fighter here. But yes, we're going to be in a region that was usually dominated by one person if we're only talking about the Scandinavians. Now they've merged Northern Europe, the Scandinavian region, with Eastern Europe, several others. And from the Eastern European region, a lot of players have returned.
Indeed.
They took a hiatus on SF5. They've come back, and they've come back in full force, firing on all cylinders, as I like to say, when it comes to Street Fighter 6. So it could be interesting here to see if Phenom may take this one. He's the favorite.
For sure.
But as we're discussing in the back, it's his tournament to lose. But everybody else, you have to remember as well, you have the online premiere event, and you got your World Warriors. So we need to determine who's going to win the premiere event.
Exactly, yeah. And it's so interesting considering how he's pretty much controlled the World Warrior events, right? How it may play out today, whether he is kind of forced back into that situation, has to play into the final, or if he just removes himself from the process entirely, right? But we'll get to more on that later. Of course, today they are preview. Oh, I want to see the top 16 bracket, I think, actually. Is that what we're doing first? Let me see that top 16. Phenom and Shady Imposter is going to lead the match we're kicking off with today. Of course, Shady Imposter from Poland, also another strong player out of this region, rocking the DJ. Rickman's Barnett and Lord Venom. I'm very much looking forward to that one. Jury versus JP. Juicy Joe, another JP in the building, going against Veggie. And Veggie, he might put this man on high fights. I've seen some clips of him labbing up against JP with the Geef. I'm hoping we see it. And then, of course, to round out the winners bracket, Mirkan and Poppy Blue Beast.
Yes, strong side. So people that have been dominating or pretty much consistent in the World Warriors, they are featured in this winners quarterfinal top 16 side. But if we drop down to the losers side, see what the people are saying over there. A lot of new names here. One of them is actually Juicy Joe's brother in JNS.
I love it.
He's a Dalsim player. I've been watching him a little bit. One of my favorite Dalsim players. I always like watching high-level Dalsim play in this game. Infinite, new name for me, but I believe he does play Gao. Ixion. He's a streamer. Obviously, the notorious Dan play from SF4 carrying all the way here. Right. Dan's not here, but he's having a good time with DJ and stream. We'll talk to him.
Oh, that makes
Chino
sense.
is another player from Sweden as well. I remember him. He came down to the UK offices for Capcom. And, of course, Banja. We'll talk about this guy because he actually practices with Vega on a regular basis. And he does play a bit of Blanca. King Funk. Good to see him here playing JP. He's from Denmark, I believe, and he's been represented really well. And, of course, Nezumi and Hercule Shulk. These are two names here, but I do have a little bit of information more on Hercule Shulk. Nezumi, I hear, is a Rashid player. So I think we've got good diversity in the losers' side anyway. In the winners' side, well, the winners' side pick winning characters. And I don't blame him for I don't blame him for that because, again, I'm going to keep regurgitating these lines here. This region probably has the best JP players we have in Europe as a whole. Broski's taking a break. We have 4Phils. He's still improving, finding his style with the character. He's brilliant. As a player, we still find this character. But we have Lord Venom and Juicy Joe. And Phenom plays them on a regular basis here. But when it comes to performing on the day, and this game's all about performing on the day, sometimes Phenom can get a little bit jittery. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's been pretty consistent, but anything can happen this weekend.
100%. That's one of the beautiful things about fighting games is that any given Sunday aspect of competition, right? Whose day is it really going to be? And I mean, Lord Venom is one of the players I fear the most on JP, right?
Yes.
I think he was one of those people that was really pioneering a lot of tech. He was showing a lot of the offensive capabilities for the character early, and he just looks ridiculous. So if he's able to knock you down in the corner, I mean, you might as well go to the next round.
Well, that's how you see it here in general. And all these guys are coming to tech because these guys have been waiting. And their World Warrior number 4 was just last week. So these guys are actively competing and making sure they stay on form here. But I do believe, talking about actively competing, they are playing for a bit of change.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? Bit of change, bit of big money?
Oh, yeah, of course. This event has a prizing spread of first place being $2,500, second $1,200, third $800, and fourth $500. So yeah, they're going to get some change here for taking the tournament, getting into that upper echelon of results. And of course, if they do get that $2,500 first place prize, they also qualified into Capcom Cup, which has an immense prize pool, total prizing of over 2 milli. First place looking like Bangladesh for the milli itself. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
This is going to be interesting. We are closing in on the date. They did, I believe, announce on Capcom Fighters the entirety of the event, Capcom Cup 10, the LCQ, the SFL finals, as well as the Pro Tour finals themselves. And again, just to be in contention for $1 million is a feat in and of itself, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And I think people should live up to that and stay consistent and obviously do that rigorous training because, again, you take a day off in this game and it feels like you've taken a month off. It hits you real hard here, but we are going to get our first match set up here with arguably the favorite people have put their stakes on him.
Ooh, he's brushing the shoulder off too in the profile picture. Okay. Hold up.
To be fair, I got to give credit to 00 Nation as a whole. Shout outs to Stein and the rest of the crew. These guys have actually elevated their media presence, their media personality, Veggie and Phenom to another level. Bergie as well. Shout outs to Bergie if he's watching. I love that guy. I always love speaking to him. But these guys are on another level. But then you got Shady Imposter. I was actually at a tournament earlier this year in Italy, only the best 5. Shouts to Bodhi putting that on. That's what Shady Imposter won earlier this year. So he has got experience under his belt in terms of offline tournament. He actually is one of the best players from Poland. He used to play Alex, took a little bit of a break, but he's come back full force with the DJ here. There's always talk about DJ.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard DJ is a pretty, or should I say Ken is a pretty annoying matchup for DJ. One of the harder ones I've heard for the grapevine anyway.
Okay, I can see that possibility for sure. And I'm always interested in the DI usage up against DJ, right? I want to see how willing the player is to do it. One thing that strikes me about Shady Imposter, though, as you mentioned, the Alex DNA, the DJ, right? He's very much about getting in your face and making you uncomfortable. And that's something that could shake Phenom a little bit, right? That's what we talked about. On some days, Phenom, you can see the jitters a little bit. He looks uncharacteristic. So if you can force him into the uncomfortable space, maybe you can start bringing that out early. And this is a 2 out of 3 set, right? So he needs to bring that out as quickly as possible.
Well, here's the thing as well, because usually with a player like Phenom, because for me, he embodies efficiency. And if you put him in, you kind of throw that arbitrary element, that random element, it does shake him up a little bit, but he can do the exact same thing to you because of how the game functions in its totality, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like that you bring up efficiency because remember, when I was looking for optimal Ken combos, I saw a lot of his and a lot of Angry Birds, right? That's definitely where I learned a lot of my optimal Ken combos. So big ups to Phenom. We're going to see he's able to keep his composure, get into the winner's top 8. That's what everybody's expecting him to do. But Shady Imposter is no joke.
Lasser is here as well because one of the things is Ken, his fireball, one of the worst fireballs, one of the best fireballs in the game. If you see DJ trying to drive rush in, as we see already there, you can throw it out preemptively, but you do expose yourself to a jump. But usually DJ does the hop when he jumps. Nice drive reversal there, but gets blocked. Full punish as well, straight to the corner. Let's see if he sets up a throw first. Not quite.
Just going with the frame kill and then Shady catching him, trying to press with the sweep.
There we go, not looking too good here for Shady Imposter. He's not going to reversal just yet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go with the back dash. Phenom and get with the frame kills on deck. Didn't confirm that one, but just drive rushes on in.
Stagger pressure with the stand medium punch. Trying to get a perfect parry there, did Phenom. And I like his slow, methodical approach because he waits for the crouching medium kick opening to send you straight to the corner, and then everybody panics when they go up against Phenom. Good check then to the Shoryuken.
Yeah, just raw with the jab. Now he's got control of the corner.
Hold up.
Oh, it's so good, man. Yeah, the drive rush cancel into crouch jab and then stand medium punch. Like you said, it beats jump, it beats backdash. It's not much you can do but block there.
Chasing down there and blocks the jackknife maximum. So we're going to go straight to the corner here. I don't think Shady Impulse is going to do another one. He's going to have to firm it. Yeah, he will do there. And he does an arbitrary medium so back kick there.
It was an answer to the arbitrary empty jump mid, you know?
Nice check there as well. He's trying to mitigate the amount of, versatile, explosive moves that DJ can do. Perfect parry on the forward medium kick. Misses the cancel, though.
Unfortunate. DJ's love that drive rush sunrise heel for the meaty, too. No perfect parry attempt this time, just jabbing him up in the corner.
He can't get hit here, but he's going to go a combo himself. He has to go into level 3. Weekend Festival's coming. There it is. Right, so now he's going to reduce the amount of recovery time on the drive gauge here. It's not going to win the round. Is he far enough to do a fireball? He is. There, yeah, he's far enough. He's fine. Because, like, Ken's level 3's defensive options are not really that good, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I got to imagine the heavy air slash is going to keep on coming. Phenom.
That's all he can do from here.
Yeah, going to look to avoid.
Do not drive rush it. No, I did.
You know that's 2+, bro. He was still in burnout. The punish counter throw made me so much damage. Phenom actually slightly ahead on health.
Is anyone's game here, Ringe? Maybe one crouch medium kick will get it. If he gets close enough here, does Shady Imposter, but he's waiting.
Phenom not trying to be overzealous either.
If he sees the green, he's sure you can or something. That's why he's not going to do it.
Oh, and he actually called out the fireball timing perfectly. He was pretty low on drive meter, right? He had 3 bars. 2 was going to take you down to 1, so he had to pick his moment precisely, and boy, did he ever.
You got to be careful. That's one of the things in this match you got to be careful of. Heavy air slasher is actually one of the tools that gets DJ in a lot of trouble. There's a whip punish straight into the Tatsu, into the corner here from Phenom. Goes for the safe jump. Already in there. He beat something. That might be a delayed jab, but
oh, and then the immediate stand fears. Give me that free combo. You try to parry, get chucked up.
Got him. Yeah,
now you reaching.
You got him. Listen, everybody suffers the same fate. You are a victim, just like everybody else when Ken has you in the corner. Throw, he's right on top of you. He's on that match point here, Phenom.
Oh, again, calling out the parries. Oh, again, back-to-back, 2 times platinum.
There you go. Perfect parry, gonna keep him here. He's got level 3 as well. He can burn him out. He can burn him out. That should do it.
Yeah, I think that's just enough. About a bar and a third when it's a level 3 on the drive meter burnage. Yeah,
oh,
boy,
this is checkmate.
Call.
I think this is checkmate. He's got level 2, but you're done.
Oh,
yeah.
And the
that was double perfect.
Oh, no.
It's not going to count because it was great damage, but as essentially, that was a double perfect. But what I like there is, again, Phenom tries to find a universal, efficient plan. It works across the board no matter who you are or what character you're using. He's using one of the best characters in the game, solidified that to a T. Now, because when you get too comfortable with his efficiency and how solid he is, he will throw in the mechanics that throw you off guard. That was the only time I believe he used DI. I think that's the only time he used DI.
Yeah.
And what a time to use it.
Yeah,
you had no health.
At the time.
It was checkmate. It was all there. And he books his place in top 8 minutes side. One step closer to the gold.
I think that's a real characteristic of a high-level fighting game players or high-level competitors in general, right? They're only going to beat you with what they have to beat you with. They're not going to show you their whole hand, all of their tech, all of their tricks and the plays in the playbook because they're going to need it to close it out, whether against you or a later opponent. So phenomenal stuff from Phenom. That's going to be it for him today, as you mentioned, inside Winner's Top 8. That is the promised land of 3 out of 5. And next up is going to be Rickman's Barnett and Lord Venom.
So, if you have seen it, we will obviously talk about it a little bit later because it is one of the ads we do talk about on the Capcom Europe account, I believe it was. They have announced Street Fighter League Europe. It will be happening very soon in the coming weeks, so do keep an eye out for that. They announced all the teams. And surprise, surprise, 0-0 Nation has an incredibly strong team. Phenom, Veggie, Lord Venom, and Rickman's Barnett. They're all on the same team here, so these are 2 people that play each other in the World Warriors, and I'd argue they practice on a regular basis because they are going to be part of SFL. Now, I spoke to Lord Venom from a set he had with Ending Walker, I think a month or 2 ago. It was on Ritas' birthday. Shouts to Ritas and the rest of the Saltmine crew. It was 7-6 to, I believe it was 7-6 to Lord Venom, and I said, right. I was talking to him about matchups in general. I said, just out of curiosity, you're the best character in the game. Who are your most annoying matchups? And he said, Cammy, He said,
Makes
I think
sense.
he said Kimberly as well.
Makes
he
sense.
said Jury, and I said, why Jury?
Ooh.
He said drive rush, and he also said the dive kick can be fairly annoying as well. He said everything else you can pretty much handle, but I was very surprised when he said Jury. Over time watching it, I don't know about you, Ridge, but over time watching it, I kind of start seeing Chun-Li weigh in a couple of JP players as well. So
I can see that for sure.
I'm starting to be a little bit convinced. I'm not sure if that's a favorable match of a Chun-Li or an even one, but I see the answer Chun-Li has. But when it comes to Jury versus JP, you're probably going to see a lot of the problems that arise from what Lord Venom has discussed with me, because I like to talk to these guys. And shout out to Lord Venom. Just before you go to a point, when I was talking to him, he goes, I don't know if you remember. And I said, what? He said, you used to commentate my match in Street Fighter 5 in the very first season. I said, that was a long time ago. Because he used to play Fang in SF5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I was like, yeah, that was a very long time ago. So I've forgotten. And he said, I did this. You're going to laugh at this. He said he stopped playing SF5 because of throw loops.
But you play at SF6.
When he
the
told
math
me
ain't mathin', Jammers.
when he told me that, I was like, okay, so what changed?
But you enter this tournament?
No, it's brilliant. I love this guy. But I mean, what's your general assessment of Lord Venom when you watch him?
I mean, Lord Venom definitely is on the tech-heavy side of JP, right? He definitely seems like he's got every situation labbed out. And I could see why characters, like he mentioned, kind of throw him off because of that, right? He's so good at being ready with the answer to any given situation that it can become a weakness in the sense if the other player is looking to counter these common options, right? Like you mentioned, the dive kick from Jury. I think that could definitely be a problem with the crouch fierce, right? When a JP is so good at crouch fiercing that they're doing it on reaction real quick, real early, a lot of the time that timing can throw them off.
Sorry, this picture of Lord Venom, he looks like a model. Sorry, it just threw me off.
I like the windbreaker. It's kind of looks like it's getting pushed back by the fan. Okay, Lord Venom, I see you.
Now,
brother.
do you know what? I like the fact how you've clearly distinct what makes Lord Venom's JP his JP. I know, like you could argue this as a for and against for the argument, but his JP is different from Juicy Joe's. I know when I say that, it's like, what are you talking about? They're all the same. They're using the same cane each day of the week. They ain't got a cane for every different day of the week. But I'm like, when you see Juicy Joe play, you will see the differences. Yes, they are some of the most. I think they're the best Lord, they're just JP players we have in this region here. And I'm hoping these guys cause a lot of damage. Riekerman's Barnet, he won versus fighting earlier this year. Shouts to him. Now, I was very interested in him landing on Jury as a character because I think he used to dab with Lily first. He's played a bit of Aki as well, but it's like Jury just gets the job done and he likes the optimization. One thing I really like about, keep an eye out for this, he might not do it here, but he might do it over the course of the weekend, is when he perfect parries something, he tries to reset the damage scaling as soon as possible.
Oh, really?
So what he'll do, you've probably seen this when people drive rush cancel, they got an overhead, they do drive rush into the overhead. So he'll perfect parry, do a drive rush cancel, and then overhead to reset the scaling and the damage. So I've been telling people, you might need to start standing up when people drive rush cancel because no one's going to reset you until low.
No, definitely. We are not nearly at that level yet. So maybe in the future at some big tournament, somebody does that when they've conditioned the opponent with some overheads before. But yeah, that's always something to keep in mind for sure.
And of course, we do have a quote as well. I totally forgot because a lot of these guys do like to talk, or some of them do.
Come on.
Now, what did Riekerman say? Okay. He's being nice.
Yeah.
Lord Venom is an amazing player, but I feel confident in the JP matchup. Do you know what? I like that he's put that out there. He's put that out there because more people are starting to say this. Now, obviously, when you get your top 3 or whoever the best character is in the game, when you get that, people are going to gravitate and practice that matchup, whether they like it or not. It happened with the SF5 Luke. People didn't like it.
Yeah.
But they did learn. So when you are using that character, just know that everyone's probably going to be 110% prepared for the character, maybe not your style.
Exactly. And it's even beyond whether you like it or not. It's like whether you have a choice or not, right? Like if you're playing online, like you're learning the matchup, brother. Unless you're just like banging your head against the wall, being ignorant on purpose, you're going to end up gathering some intel on this character. So here we go. I mean, 2 of the best in the region. Absolutely. I can't wait to see who gets in the top 8 winners. I can't believe we're going in the top 8 without one of them in winners.
Well, you got to watch out for Jury's drive rush and then how Lord Venom's going to check it. He already goes for a perfect parry here because, again, JP has some of the medium attacks in the game, crouching medium punch being one of them.
Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, like, every single one of his buttons is just a problem in one way or another. So I want to see. Oh, he doesn't even choose the challenge that time.
Nice, gets the side swap there with the stand roundhouse, stealing some frames there because it is plus on block. He's only plus on block normal, I believe.
Yeah, and Rickman, I mean, he's got to make something happen here. Very low on the drive here.
Perfect.
Being trapped up in this corner here, trying to parry it out. Nice reaction to the teleport.
Yeah, he's really good at doing that drive rush and getting either the reverse send of the anti-air or just anti-air correctly. And he's not afraid to use his EXDP to interrupt certain strings or whatnot when need be. He's in burnout though here, so if Lord Venom gets to start blocking, he's in trouble.
Now this wasn't the worst spot to burn himself out though, because he's mid-screen. There's no level 2 on the side of JP yet. I kind of like this decision, and then baits out the OD Amnesia.
And he's gonna get his game back as well, Ringe.
He does. He can threaten with the drive impact now. Parries didn't get the perfect attempt. Level 2 up.
And you go Lavushka's here. He's gonna go for a jump over. He has to. No, and he gets thrown because there is a gap there. And he found the gap. Rickerman's Bonnet applying that pressure with the stand medium punch. One check here should do the trick. Maybe from either end actually, but looks like Rickerman's Bonnet wants a little bit more dry gauge before he goes back in.
Yeah, he was counting on Lord Venom committing to the spikes, and that's exactly what he did. Both trying to swing with the big stand fears. Great reactions right there from Rickerman, but too short. Thought it was going to be out there preemptively.
Now he's got to be very careful how he utilizes parry, yeah, because any hit will do it here. Gets the throw, but out the throw tech there. There's the fireball. And Lord Venom is exquisite at doing that. When he sees a projectile, especially the slow ones, he will do EX stalagmites to just put you and stop in your tracks.
Yeah, very smart. Yeah, Rickerman, he tried to bet it all on the last one. Did he even get his gambit off because of Lord Venom's reactions? I even like that. The OD departure setup, jumping the throw attempt.
Too far to get the conversion though, but he's in burnout and you're basically in a dangerous spot, but he knew that and he's gonna go for the level 3 here, Ringe.
Respect, bro. You gotta build up some of that burnout meter. Try to give yourself a fair fighting chance here because Lord Venom, and you got plenty of time to build back a bar as well if you can get to the next round.
Drive rush is in there. Now he's in burnout. Rickerman's Barnet is in the driver's seat here because he's about to get his drive gauge completely refueled here. And Departure's here to slow him down.
Exactly, showing respect to the spike, trying to put out the OD again. Lord Venom perfectly jumping the projectile, land the spike do the heavy lifting. Doesn't get a full combo, but was that intentional? The low setup on the wake up.
Oh, couldn't get a sweep there. I thought he was going to go for a sweep, but the throw is going to close out game 1 here for Lord Venom in this top 16 match. Yeah, depending on how the opponent is knocked back in the air, it might mess up some of your Lavushka setups, so I can understand why he got thrown out of it.
But that's, again, the tech that we've seen from Lord Venom, right? Like, he even has tech for when he messes up the combo on the setup. Like, he knows how to follow it up.
Departure in, and then again, it's getting a bit tricky here for Rickerman's Barnet. I think that's the game.
Trying to take his turn, bro.
He could have won there.
Yeah, he didn't want to spend the level 1. The greed got him. I mean, he had no
He
answer,
knows he's won. Yeah, the
so
signature Lord Venom ending round special. When he knows he's won, he'll set up EX Departure and he'll taunt, and the game actually lets the whole taunt finish, by the way.
That was so sick. I mean, the efficiency to know, right? Rickerman didn't even have access to level 1 in that situation where he was burnt out in the corner. So he was like, I'm just DIing you. I don't need to spin my bar. So smart from Lord Venom.
The thing is, he hasn't necessarily been struggling to get in Rickerman's Barnet. It's just making sure that Lord Venom is scared of how he approaches, because these guys are just like neck and neck in terms of their knowledge in the matchup. But Lord Venom is looking to close this one out here. Activates Lavushka on block. Is he going to force a drive reversal, or is he going to try and jump over him?
And the drive leader, oh, it still is getting deleted. Even with that parry, he ends up being burnt out.
Oh, he's trying to wake up DI. He's the level 1 here, and he spends the icon just to get extra damage there, but he's going to replenish it, or restock, I should say.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to buy some time for that burnout meter to refill. Send Lord Venom to the full screen, and what a reaction.
He's got a throw. Oh, and he jumped anyway. They both knew. Oh, he might be done. Oh, okay. Didn't get the full conversion there because I didn't think it said counter hit, so on his counter throw.
We got a real chance for Rickerman now. Oh, throws the parry. He's going to put himself on the board.
Every so often, you'll see Lord Venom wake up or decide to do a defensive choice outside of blocking, the parry, the DI. He's not afraid to wake up DI, I can promise you that. I'm just trying to throw again. He's about to get level 2 here as well. Chase him down, and he's going to attack the drive gauge because it's 2 bars. It's a good choice.
So smart. Thinking about with the ghost, yeah, Rickerman going to spin his own meter before getting burnt out.
Just going to chip him out here. Rickerman's about to get his level 3 as well, so if you don't make a true string, he will level 3 through you. And it's a threat because you're about to be putting burnout here.
No, again, that's happened to Rickerman a couple of times. He's just outside the storage spacing on the block string.
All right, look at that chip damage there, Ridge, but he's about to get his drive gauge ready and open for business again. He needs a level 3 here. He needs a level 3. There.
Yeah, he's going to use it. That's going to burn out Lord Venom here. CA extra damage as well. This is Rickerman's best chance yet.
Well, here's the thing. Lord Venom does have level 1 as an option.
He does.
I'm not sure if he's going to use it. He's going to block it out for now. There's a level 1!
Oh, and enough damage. And the patience right there to use it at the perfect time. I love that. Rickerman showed some hesitation, right? He was respecting the level 1, but after that drive rush cancel come out, Venom knew that he was going to continue to press his advantage, counters it perfectly.
Again, like the guy said, Lord Venom's an amazing player. He felt confident in the matchup. But guess what? Sometimes the results go against what you feel. I know as opposed to I feel are two different things. I know the result is 2-0. But well played days and knocked down to losers. Again, I can't eulogize about Lord Venom enough, right? Because anytime I've seen more JP players do this now. Usually when you activate level 2, the Lavushka on block, they have an abundance of drive gauge to work with. But now the JP players are actually doing it when you have 2 stocks left. Because if you drive reversal, you're edging yourself near burnout. If you DP, you're edging yourself near burnout. If you firm the block, well, I can just set up a nice position and still attack your drive gauge regardless. There you can see the signature ending he does all the time. You're probably going to see it a lot in the future. Or you're probably not going to unsee it now. And then, of course, the conversions there. Rickerman, I think it was just him not feeling confident as to when he did get in, staying in. Because, again, what is the number one thing that pulls the brakes in this game? OD amnesia. Even if you don't use it, it's the number one thing that pulls the brakes on people.
100%. And there was just some unfortunate errors from Rickerman, right? Like on these block strings where he stores a stock with Jury to enhance her stuff later. It was multiple times where he ended up being outside of range and Lord Venom just got an easy whiff punish for it. So, yeah, unfortunate for Rickerman. Definitely, I think he was kind of taken aback by those things. Maybe it got to him a little bit. But Lord Venom is just an incredible player. So if you give him any opening, any type of momentum to cling on to, he's going to run away with it.
As Vicious would say, shouts to Vicious, give him an inch. They'll take a mile, baby. They know what they do, and they're fully capitalized on this stuff. But this is what the bracket is looking like right now. Lord Venom and Phenom. That will be round 1 of the top 8 tomorrow, and that will be a juicy one. You do not want to miss that.
Yeah,
I can give you some intel on that when we get to that point, of course. Now, of course, our next match we're lining up will be Juicy Joe going up against Veggie. Now, to give you guys a little bit of context, because I am in here, LA, I'm jet lagged. So I wake up at 3 in the morning, wide awake. So I can just turn on Street Fighter and go about my day watching replays. And as I was watching replays,
okay, tell me about it.
Veggie was practicing with King Funk in the matchup. And you'll see King Funk a little bit later as well.
Indeed.
Veggie's incredibly confident in this matchup as well. I think this matchup is terrible for Zangief and laborious. However, Snake Eyes, shouts to you. You didn't help any of our cases.
Salute.
So now people think Zangief has a fighting chance. The player does, maybe not the character.
I love the punk tweet where it's like, y'all losing the Geef with JP? Time to hit the lab. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about the matchup, too.
But that's what it is. That's just that one sentence you say to your boy. It's like, why did you lose? Why did you lose that?
Like, to keep it a buck, you know what I mean? That's how a lot of us feel when we see a Geef overcome the JP matchup. But Veggie is definitely one of those Geefs that's capable of doing it, right?
Yes.
He's an incredible player. I've seen some JP-specific tech on the neutral jump medium punch, right? You can hit the anti-air chop from that far away, get that level 1 afterwards, the combo. I would love to see it. We're definitely going to get an instant high fights top 10 if we do, because it just looks so cool. But yeah, man, it seems like he does a lot of labbing against JP specifically.
Because, look, I love Veggie, but he has some very outlandish opinions, and I've started to just ignore them now.
Okay.
Shouts to Ovaha. Again, you can see our show there as well. Ovaha hears it before we go live. I just can't believe what you're hearing. And then people think I'm angry at Veggie, and I'm like, you don't hear why I'm angry at him. But no, he does believe that he can do this. But he actually is one of the best Zangief players we have in the European region. But you're going up against arguably one of the better JP's have. And his round start tactics always interesting here. He's already gone in here. Juicy Joe throws him away. Might set up a departure. No, so the Phantom instead. Now, the wonderful thing about this for Zangief, I'll give you credit here, is your drive gauge gets attacked before your health bar. So because you have the highest vitality in the game, you can afford to parry, walk forward, have the audacity to kind of close the gap, and strike fear into the JP play, which he's doing right now, trying to close the gap here, but he's still got to pick his opportunity.
And when you're Geef in this matchup, you got to have that on your side, right? You got to instill fear. That's going to let you get some mileage where you otherwise wouldn't. Great whip punish already from Juicy Joe, though. Sends it back full screen. And even switches up the pace. Let's get in there.
He tried to do stand hard kick, but it's too slow. You can't react to the departure window. Nice.
Oh, the armor.
And I'll tell you one thing as well. Veggie's footsies with this character are amazing, and he will try to catch things with SPD, whether it's a whiff throw, drive, impact attempt. He will try and catch you.
Yeah, Veggie is very strong fundamentally. Just needs to get into that range. Tries to finally bet on a jump, but Juicy Joe lying in wait.
And this is how you should be playing the matchup here. Gets the trades, and then EX Lariat. That might be the opening Veggie needs. There's one SPD. He can't drive rush in. He might do, actually. Right. Yeah, he can't.
super smart right there. You can't even respond with a drive impact of your own. You'll die before it comes out.
When you do that wheel kick, you are exposing yourself to a lot of tools in the game, and I was very worried. He didn't drive rush there, Veggie, because he didn't want to put himself near burnout. Needs the gauge as much as possible.
Nice shot right there. Actually cutting himself short, baiting out the crouch medium push from JP and punishing it.
All right, there you go. Putting out the trig labs. Good block on the overhead. That is +1. Puts Veggie away here. Perfect parry. And he gets a drop kick. I don't know if that's what he wanted. He pushed him in the corner regardless, so we'll take it.
Yeah, at least he's got some screen advantage now. Driver's cancel, burns himself out. He's really trying to bet on these offensive sequences, but Juicy Joe's defense has been perfect.
Just walking forward, they're both in burnout here, but this actually favors Juicy Joe a lot more. It's time to get serious. He gets him. Yes, and by the time this is done, Veggie will be able to drive rush in, but Juicy Joe does have options. I don't think he's going to use them, though, because there's another round on the board.
Yeah, he's just, like you said, respecting the options right there, holding back on the drive rush.
Oh, he's too far to get past medium, and he's going to do interdiction level 3, and he's going to get his gauge back here. And if he sets up EX departure, this could be checkmate for Veggie, because if he parries, the throw might kill him. No, and he goes for a throw anyway.
He's going to live this time because he didn't parry, no bonus damage. Help, Veggie very close to being burnt out as well. He's trying to hold the parry to get some back.
He's holding it, Rinse.
Oh, he's holding everything right now, man. Juicy Joe teleports away, checks the legs, but Veggie, he's still got a magic pixels. It doesn't survive on the wheelbarrow kick. Juicy J popping his collar.
Well, we go into game 2 here. Let's see how the round start is now. Walks away, playing it slow, and he gets the Bailina. The second sweep he has. And again, I see that crouch medium kick catch Veggie a lot, whether it's from drive rush or just as a poke in general, but it is a strong poking tool, I should say.
Definitely is, especially with the range that Geef wants to play at. But yeah, we've seen that stand fierce. The armor properties have come in clutch a couple of times now, but Veggie just can't make anything happen off of it.
All right, there you go, holding the parry again. But again, if you're going to have the temerity to walk forwards or hold the parry, you expose yourself there. And he's almost in burnout again here. Ringe is not looking too good.
Indeed, Veggie's trying
Checkmate,
to show patience, but
next round, my friend, you're done.
He's just paying with too much of his life, paying with too much of his drive meter to really get in on Juicy effectively.
Down in a minute, he's trying to drive rush in, headbutt, and he goes for reset. Wise choice. Is he going to get his gauge back in time? He will.
Oh my God, it's a real shot here. Level 2, can you weather the storm?
He's going to get out. Yeah, he wants to get out. And this is it. I think people forget, because of the different patterns, the high, the low, everything, when they jump over your head and dance around the rainbow, one of the goals is going to get you.
Indeed. I feel like I've seen players reliably kind of get out of that situation by parrying the first hit and then jumping back, picking a specific button to kind of pull your hurt box away, but I don't know what that is for Geef.
There's a throw here, and that's +1. Yeah, got to respect it. Backs away here as well. The command grab, is that done?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. Woo. The EX embrace closing it out there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That might do just under 30% as a punish counter command grab. And if there's one time you can catch at least Veggie with that command grab, he's do it right in his face.
Yeah, 100%.
Do it right in his face. Be Zangief to him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, you can do that.
There were so many smart decisions about that from Juicy Joe at the end, right? We already saw throughout the set, Veggie had been holding parry, trying to gather some drive meter where he could. And Juicy, from my recollection, he didn't use command grab one time outside of that moment, right? Saving it for the very last hit of the match, the set. Well done, especially after recognizing Veggie's tendency to hold the parry.
Of course, and that's the thing that is kind of highly advised when you're going up against JP, especially when you're full screen or mid screen. Hold the parry to kind of keep your drive gauge from going a bit too low and replenish as much as possible, but JP has the option of moving forward. The system allows that, and of course, it gives them other messages as well. It's like, okay, you want to be defensive before offensive. You're not going to be gung-ho and go straight in to try and overwhelm me. Like I said, he's got the experience, but Lord Venom and Juicy Joe are just a tier above the rest when it comes to the European JP players, and they're rare. So Juicy Joe books his place in the top 8 winners side for tomorrow. His opponent will be between either Mirkin or Poppy Blue Beast. We'll talk about Poppy when we come to that junction.
Indeed, indeed. And, you know, this all starts with going to CapcomProTour.com and registering for your CPT online. The Europe West registration is open now. It's going down very soon. Again, these are the online premieres. The winner goes to Capcom Cup, gets a chance at fighting for that $2 million total prize pool, that first place prize of $1 million. Again, all the regional CPT online events are now available to sign up, but Europe West is coming up soon. So if you're in that region, I implore you, register as quickly as possible.
Yes, because if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 or 3 weeks from now, because next week's will be the French CPT offline. That'll be the last offline of this season. And then we'll go back to the online premieres there. So, yes, if you're in this region, please get registering, get signing up. I don't want anyone missing their opportunity to compete for $1 million, of course. Here is the tournament schedule. Thank you so much, production crew, the best. And yes, next week you'll have the France offline CPT. And then November 11th, that's when the European Western region will be happening. That is the region Takamura is in. So do keep an eye out for that one. Will he qualify or will he not? Who knows? I've heard there's actually a fair amount of strong players in that region. So that's another region you don't want to sleep on as well. And of course, November 18th will be the Middle Eastern region as well. Angry Bird was already qualified via EVO.
Indeed.
It could be Big Bird's spot.
It could be.
It could not. I don't know. 6 of 6.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's that any given Sunday aspect. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for both of these regions. And, of course, the France offline. We just had the Singapore offline premiere. It just warmed my heart and filled me with good vibes seeing that camera shot of players up on stage with the whole crowd waiting for some Street Fighter. But you know what I'm waiting for, Jammers?
Talk to me.
That Chipotle, baby. Let me get it. The carne asada is back, available to cop. I know y'all out there doing it with the tender cuts of steak, the lime, the cilantro, everything that I like, and all that good stuff and more. Chipotle supporting Street Fighter 6. You love to see it during the first year. Download the app, order some Chipotle, and get that carne asada before it's gone, fam.
I'm new here, so I'm going to try it.
Yeah. by the time we get done, Chipotle should be just opening up. So we already know where we're going.
Oh, man, we should be good. But yes, we are going to take a short break here. When we come back, there'll be more action here for CPT Northeast. Stay tuned. Plenty more action to come.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Let's get this mission started.
is your Capcom Pro Tour. He is your 2018 champion.
We got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air.
We back in the field, back. We ready, it's time.
Ooh, punish counter.
Out of the huddle, you know that I grind. A dangerous smile, a weapon of choice from pushing the line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better.
Big Bird in trouble.
My end game is number one. Bet it all, give me my cash. Supreme game, can't stop it. Take off like a rocket. Bring it back, don't bend mine. I'm the one now, you can't hide.
What an upset. What an upset.
Fight with all your heart.
This is our moment.
Nobody saw this happening. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter.
It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise.
It's unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
Over nothing. This is a different Chris CCH. I don't know who this young man is.
We ready whenever. The world is watching. The time is now. No other option. No other way. Play to win the way that we play.
My man looks so happy.
In front of the pack. Leading the way. It's time to reign.
Angry Bird's momentum, his speed in general, so hard to fight.
Been to the bottom, ain't nothing to fear. We running the game.
Meta RD taking it down convincingly and get the biggest sprint that we've seen thus far.
This is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever.
Doing it for the time.
History in the making.
This is our moment. Yeah, this is our time.
This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous.
This is our moment. This is our time.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
Who is this man? Full fight.
Execute. You are your Street Fighter League US champion.
shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gonna pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awake in my dreams, but you could call me the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never thought this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me.
It finally happened. We finally had some more offline Street Fighter 6 competition to qualify into Capcom Cup, an open premier spot with the CPT Singapore event, where people from all over the world, and I mean all over, showed up in Singapore to compete with the best of the best, and it was absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think, did anyone call this victory right here? We had some favorites going into this.
No,
I don't think anyone called this one.
No, Gachi-kun, of course, Capcom Cup champion from Street Fighter V. Of course, you remember he gave us that phenomenal Rashid costume back then with the baseball and everything. But clearly, he is still just as nasty as he was in 5. Man, but what was really even more surprising to me was Chris Wong.
Oh yeah,
my man, Chris Wong was marching
cooking
through that bracket, punched his ticket all the way into grand finals. And then, bro, what was that first set score?
The grand finals, that 3-0 reset. Yeah, it looked like when I was watching the grand finals, it looked like Chris Wong was about to just like speed run straight through Gachi-kun into grand finals. But Gachi-kun brought it together, just solid fundamental play. He navigated around the instances. You know, Rashid's anti-airs sometimes aren't matching up with Luke's jump heavy punch, but he managed to find his spots to activate the level 2. Like the way he used level 2 was so ridiculous. Just like so many situations where he popped that. Even though Chris Wong had great counters, there were so many times where Chris Wong was actually able to approach the tornado and throw Gachi-kun out of it. Like, oh, give me that. Thank you very much. But, oh, man, the way he used it, more often than not, it ended up being like 60% damage for Gachi-kun to push his way to winning the tournament. But it was just great to see the energy of the offline scene, and then the storylines going into this. We had players like Mena RD coming out here to try to qualify.
He got like 3rd or 4th place.
He got 4th place. And remember, so there's only 2 spots for most regions. The way the CPT is lined up, you have your CPT qualifier and the World Warrior event. So a lot of the Japanese players showed up to this event because, you know, so many of the top players were Japanese. And there's only 2 spots for that region. So only 2 people from Japan will qualify through that region unless they qualify through one of the 3 open bracket tournaments now that we had 2 of them with Evo and the Singapore event. So Gachi-kun, he escaped alive somehow. But Mena is also in a super stacked region with players like Punk, Idom, and NuckleDo. So, you know those players were sweating. I was talking to Do a little bit. He was rooting for Mena hard to win this event.
To get out of my way. Yeah,
of course.
Bro,
and spots to go around, so the competition is super high.
You know, speaking of just high-level things in general, before we close this out, I got to make sure I shout out my man's Mike Ross, bro. I always love seeing Mike Ross hop on camera. I wish he would work every event, but that's not really what he's pursuing and everything. But, you know, even behind the scenes, he has a lot to do with what's going on with the Singapore scene, with, you know, versus Vortex with him and Sheehan and all that. So the talent out there, they did their thing as well. So shout out to Singapore in general, the FGC. Congratulations again to Gachi-kun trying to win his 2nd Capcom Cup this year, right here in Street Fighter 6. Will he be able to do it? We will see shortly. But for now, we are about to get right back into this Europe North/East action.
And welcome back to today's top 16 here for the CPT Europe North and East regions. I'm Jammers, Ringe, back on commentary and calling the action here. We've already had amazing matches thus far, and it's only continued to get better as we determine and close out today 1, so we can get that top 8 ready for you guys tomorrow. Now, there's something playing in the background. Right. I hear something. Maybe these guys hear
like
this
track, Jammers? I brought it just for you, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. By, of course, Yoshia Terayama. It is called Legend. He is a member of Cap Jams, composed for the Street Fighter 6 season. You feel me? Talented artists such as J-Star, Rocco 808, and Randy Marks in the building on the track. So I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? We got a very street feel for Street Fighter 6 as it properly should be, and the developers and publisher just keep delivering with that. You know?
I like that. Deliver it. Put it in the game as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd love to see that here. But yeah, shout outs to everyone involved in making the music, just in general, and this track specifically here for Street Fighter 6. Like I said, as a product, this is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
brilliant. Characters, vibing,
battle passes,
yeah,
like there's all
everything.
Kinds of cool stuff.
Costumes to come as
I
well.
need those new costumes, by the way.
I can't wait to see what Luke looks like. His SF5
Dude,
design.
I think he's gonna look really cool. Like
so we're waiting, man. We're waiting. Fiending for it.
Yeah, most definitely. The fancy man Ken. There's so many that I really like, so I can't wait for the new costumes to come out. Most definitely, and they've done a great job. We have the Rashid and Aki. I think have been great DLC releases so far as well. So everything is looking good. But yes, our next match I believe is going to be the last one of Winner's Side Top 16. It is going to be Mirkin versus Poppy Blue Beast.
Ooh, all right. So as we set up this one here, this is what the bracket is looked like right now. If you are just joining us, Phenom beating Shady Imposter 2-0, Lord Venom beating Rickman's Barnet 2-0, and that will be your first round of Winner's Side Top 8 tomorrow. Juicy Joe's going to await his opponent of this next match here, as Ringe alluded to, with Mirkin and Poppy Blue Beast. We're most likely going to see Luke versus Chun-Li. There you go, to put it there. Mirkin, do you know what? Special shouts to him because he was under a lot of scrutiny last year for the finals because he qualified from a region that didn't have that many active players, and he's one of the stronger ones in that region. And from that point of qualifying, he stepped up his entire game as a fighting game player. And in this, he's actually hit the ground running. I think he's one of the best Lukes we have in the European region in general, one of the best players in Poland, and that's bringing back Shady Imposter and Lord Venom into the mix here as well. Poppy, it's just great to see him back in general, actively playing too.
A mainstay in Street Fighter 4. We didn't get to really see him much in Street Fighter 5, but he's really bursted back onto the scene. Top 8 at Brussels Challenge, if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the year. So it's definitely shown brilliant moments already in Street Fighter 6. And we actually have a quote from the man himself that I would like to get to next. What we got? I think Mirkin is a young and very talented player. I'm very happy that we have so much talent in the European region. He knows already that I want the best for him. But then again, I'm here to compete and to win. The boo-boo-boo can come after trying to win. I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
Oh, okay. We brought you here to tell me about the Europeanisms, bro.
I'd love to tell you, but I'm from the UK.
All right, yeah, that's true. Y'all, we won't bring up that history, but
but
there's gonna be some holes in our knowledge either way,
But no, yes, we've got shout outs to Poppy as well. He's got a degree in sports psychology as well, so he's definitely understanding the mindset of players. He's really gotten into this. I think he did something recently as well as an interview, really working with a lot of people and whatnot. And again, he's come here to play, sponsored by Wolves for Street Fighter League as well, yes. So you will be seeing him in more high-level action there. You might see different Chun-Li. Who knows?
Bro, can I just say the SFL EU teams are doing it big. Like you already mentioned, 00 Nation, all of their social media presences, the skits, everything, top-notch, high quality, really funny. And then the Wolves esports team announcement for SFL EU
I'm jealous.
In the stadium, bro.
I'm jealous.
Nah, that was ridiculous. Definitely dope stuff. So here we go. We're going to get into that last top 16 winner side match. Mirkin on the Luke, Poppy on the Chun. See how it get done.
So Poppy was practicing against Shax earlier today, and it looks like he's been using Classic Chun-Li throughout the tournament because I have seen him learn more than Chun-Li, but it looks like Classic is going to be more favorable here. I'm in two minds about this matchup. I think it's even. I've seen Chris Swan go into a couple Chun-Li players. I've seen Chun-Li players give Luke a hard time. But here's the thing, right? Hazansha can go over sandblocks. True. So you got to be careful about that as well. You got to be careful of your Kokoken placements as a Chun-Li player because Luke can jump over them as well as use level 1 Vulcan Blast to go through them.
Absolutely. I think the advantage that Luke has in this match.
What did I just tell you?
You do be jumping. You do be jumping, bro. Right over the Kokoken. Oh, even still trying to use it in the block string. But yeah, I think Luke has such great tools to kind of wall off Chun-Li as she advances because he has these forward advancing normals, the stand heavy punch, the stand medium punch. Immediately reacts to the drive impact. One round on the board for Mirkin and the optimal meter build, though.
See, I like that you bring up forward advancing normals, that special cancel. I don't think that's spoken about enough in this game. That's actually huge, especially from drive rush as well, getting the extra frame advantage here as well. You got to keep an eye out for this stuff as well, because if Poppy plays footsies incorrectly, Luke's got some of the best buttons in the game. Stand fierce, the whip punishing tool, crouch and medium punch, the money button, as you say.
That is the money button, brother. +1, 6 frame startup with disjointed hitbox. Just ridiculous all around.
All right, going to go into level 2. Hoyoku-sen, straight there. Is he going to set up the safe jump? I don't think he's close enough, actually. No, he is.
It's in the corner. Yeah, buddy. Wasn't confident in the anti-air afterwards. Oh, and then maybe gets caught trying to walk under. I don't know.
No, he's not going to spend it yet. Overhead good block. That's +1.
Yeah, he burns himself out of the process. He knew that he just needed one more offensive gambit. Finds the hit, cashes out. Mirkin in control for game 1.
He's done the work here, but it looks like the training Poppy's done against Shax isn't really working thus far. Like I said, I think this is one of the matchups I'll note down and look into a bit more over time, only because I've just seen it go back and forth, like I said, just to reiterate. There's pros and cons for both the characters. And I remember Angry Bird did tweet about Luke being stronger than Ken not too long ago.
Yeah, definitely. I know Angry Bird has felt that way for a while. Kami be in his chat. He's like, Kami, get out of here with that downplay, bro. I don't want to hear the Luke downplay. So I be seeing it.
Chase him down there with a dry brush delay just in case the extension kicks there from Poppy as well. Now we're back to the footsie game here. And again, the Sandblaster placements up close are fine because Hazanchu's not that much of a threat, but this range here and max distance has becomes a little bit different. Chase him down with the stance cancel into spinning bird kick.
Good recognition from Poppy there. Perry, we're just going back to the neutral. Mirkin back to the corner, though. He's got to be a little bit careful. Poppy not committing to any option right now. Oh, Lion's weight.
Kicks. There's a throw. No throw loops here, but getting the dangerous spot with the meaty crouch hard punch.
Oh, and the jump out. Got it for free as well, so now Mirkin's able to take the corner.
Cancel there, but there's the cancel there, Ridge.
Oh, that crouch medium kick. Speaking of money buttons.
Oh, he built level 2. He just built level 2 in time, but I don't think he knew it. Wasn't looking at his bar there.
Yeah, wasn't able to confirm and react in time. Poppy here. He's picking his spots so carefully. He's been committing to such little action.
Because I think there's more to lose as a Chun-Li player in the neutral than there is Luke.
I can see that.
You have to commit to Hazanchu. With Luke, you can jump, and even if you don't get the fireball, you still jump.
And I mean, that jump in, I think, has been living in his head as well. You can rarely see any Kokokins here. Doesn't want to take that risk.
Drive rush cancel, try to delay it as well, but Poppy delayed his parry. Sandblaster coming in, but the drive rush cancel into the back fist is going to close out that round there much slower. When you have the life lead, when you got that vitality to work with, you can slow things down, and Mirkin can get aggressive when he wants to. You know, drive rush stand medium punch, gets the counter hit confirmed. Good awareness there on that, because the Luke players need to be optimizing that now, getting their back roundhouse conversion from drive rush cancel stuff.
Absolutely on Poppy. Keeps tagging him with the crouch medium kick, but some damage left on the table there.
No. There's a throw. Can he walk up and get another one here, Mirkin? He tried. Good bait.
Yeah, man, all that meter is going to be invested into the next round. We watching our bank account go up.
Now, they both got level 3s here as well. Again, I was literally about to say it. I said the other thing you can counter Kikoku with is with Vulcan Blast.
Oh, yeah, I imagine he just wanted another Sandblast. Or maybe another level 1. He ended up getting the DP instead.
Rush cancel again. He's been getting caught low all the time here, Mirkin. He's not going to bust out just yet, but he did try to hold up. Gets the counter hit conversion into the flash knuckle. Into the regular one. Oh, he's done. That's it. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's done.
I think he wanted the kicks because of the down-down motion, right? He only got the crouch, but unfortunate. And Mirkin is going to run away with this set 2-0 on Poppy.
Closing it out there. Total domination for the vast majority of the match there. Well played to Mirkin, and he'll be going up against Juicy Joe tomorrow in the top 8. And that's another player who might have the audacity to say, I have a decent JP matchup experience and get a reality check. Who knows? This region should be ready for JP on paper, but on the day, it's completely different. Unlucky there to Poppy. He drops down into the loser's bracket there. But yeah, like I said, basically at the start, Kikoken placements are a vital part of it. If you play footsies incorrectly, Luke has the buttons to challenge you there. You know what? Level 1 can punish Kikoken. That's why I can see it from Luke's perspective.
Indeed.
And he wasn't too liberal or too comfortable with the Sandblasters either because Hazanchu, but then again, we seldom saw that anyway. So this was actually almost a perfect performance from Mirkin, from the Luke perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there wasn't really much that I could say that he did wrong, right? Even when he was getting clipped, it was like these moments where Poppy was taking advantage of, like, he hit a Sandblast from mid-range and that Poppy was just pressing crouch medium kick on hit, right? Which is a great button to press on hit.
Of course.
It's disjointed, 7 frames, low, all kinds of great stuff about it. So that's kind of where he got some hits here and there. But, I mean, besides that, it was all Mirkin. And it really felt like that first jump in early on in that round 1 dissuaded Poppy from ever using Kikoken really effectively again. We saw it a couple of times, but it was close. It was safe. He never really wanted to do it in neutral because of how much of a reward Mirkin got the first time. And it was just all in control for him from there.
So, this is what the top 8 winner side is looking like right now. The JP players are living up to their name. But hey, we got other top 3, depending on who you ask characters.
You know what I'm saying?
So it looks like they're doing their job. Ken, 2 JPs, and a Luke. Well, depends. We'll see. We'll see where this discussion goes.
This region is cheap. 2 JPs, Ken and Chun-Li in the top 4.
This region wants to win. Let's be nice to them now. Let's be nice to them.
Hey, as a fellow tier enthusiast, I am just admiring the region's character selection. That's all.
I thoroughly respect it. But when we're going to be dropping down into the losers bracket now, we're going to be closing out these matches to determine. So as you can see in the round 2, Poppy Bluebees, Veggie, Rickaman's Bonnet, and Shady Imposter are there. But they cannot get those positions unless they fight tooth and nail for it. So round 1 here, Now these guys can start playing. We're going to have JNS going up against Infinite. Now this should be, if I'm not mistaken, Dalsim versus Guile. There you go, Juicy Joe's brother. I have heard, yeah, that is correct. The maths is doing, yep. So JNS is the older brother.
Oh, okay.
JNS is the older brother. So when he goes up against JP, you imagine he has enough JP experience. And when obviously Juicy Joe goes against Dalsim, he has adequate Dalsim experience. Infinite, 22. Okay, this is new. I barely know anything about this guy, but it's good to see. He's using, I think, a top 3 character. Guile is in my top 3.
Yo, my man, I'm gonna dap you up on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they're not going under the radar here. At least in my book, anyway.
You can't escape our eyes, our radar.
However, I have heard this is a very pesky matchup for Guile. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, definitely.
From what we've seen in ICFC anyway in Europe, so
absolutely. I think Dawson has ways to kind of frustrate Guile and just make him uncomfortable. Like you have to play against Dawson very differently than a lot of the other characters when you're Guile. He's got the teleport to get around. He can always check you trying to set up shop with a long range button. It just really throws off your rhythm, so you gotta have to play differently. And anytime you make a player play differently on their character, that's when I feel like the matchup is a little annoying, right? Whether it's like 6-4, 5.5, even if it's even, when you have to play it differently, it's annoying for the player.
I think what happened in at least Street Fighter 5, what happened was when a character could basically implement their tool set 90% of the time and one guy could counter it, you assumed it was a bad matchup just because he eliminated one tool.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But yeah, with this matchup here, obviously, you know, Dalsim can float over the Sonic Booms with the extra variant. Nice jump into the flash hit. The extra variant Dalsim has is he can do Yoga Comet, the aerial fireball now.
True.
So he can deal with that. Floats over, nice. No flash kick charge though.
No flashing charge, but I'm loving the way Infinite's playing this so far, right? He is trying to stay in Dalsim's grill. What a throw, though, on the overhead attempt. JNS, that was clutch, man. He's got him low on the drive meter as well. Let's go with the parry. He could have built back a lot there.
Still holding it. He's going to get thrown soon if he's not careful.
Oh, that was so
good. And that's it. That's plus. Yeah, gets the throw. Can he get another one in here? Or he's going to meet Flame? No, he's going to do a roundhouse from the jump.
He's got Infinite mixed up. The projectile shuts that down. Oh, he just showed him the parry. I don't even know if that was like an execution error, a bait, or what, but flash kick completely whiffs.
So this gets incredibly frustrating, especially when Guile's trapped in the corner, or you basically negate the Sonic Boom as it was terrible in Street Fighter 5. Another throw bait there into the Yoga Blast. There's a flash kick.
Get off me.
He has to start being risky with the DIs, the flash kick. He has to really do that to kind of regain control for a limited amount of time. Against Dalsim here anyway.
I was really impressed with the way JNS, once he got control of that round, he never let it go again. Infinite was rushing him down and giving him mad problems. He's spinning the bar, but JNS, I don't think he's that upset with it, right? If he gets lower on the drive mirror, he knows Guile's not going to have access to that anymore, and he'll really be able to control the neutral.
Nice hold of the parry there to avoid the mix-up from the EX Yoga Fire. And he's burnt out here, JNS, but he's completely fine with doing that. He's got a level 3 to work with here as well. Too far to connect off the Yoga Flame.
The other side.
You got to be careful with that jump. Oh, you are very lucky.
Breaks the armor in time. Very, very lucky.
The comet. He can pop out the... No, okay, he's got his bar back.
Perfect parry. Yeah, he hits him in the mid-air, so he doesn't want to commit to anything else. Again, popping off with the OD.
He can teleport in if you're not careful.
Oh, the Sonic Boom yellow version. That's so fast.
That was good, because I think the Yoga Arch is going to come out for him to teleport back in, but Infinite's not afraid to do its flash kick when necessary. So JNS going to need to pull the brakes a bit. Didn't get the force knockdown conversion there, unfortunately. Trying to make it a true string off those lights.
Got these golden booms in my camo pockets.
Well,
shout out to Tyler.
There you go, drive rush cancel. He's going to go into level 3. Still not there, but he's about to burn himself out here, JNS, if he's not careful. But hey, Infinite will do it for you. No level 3.
Yeah, actually holding on to it for now. Not sure if he just wants to save it for a kill combo or the next one. Either way, though, JNS is going to be the one that burns him out now. Gets the level 3 implemented. A lot of recovery on that burnout meter as well. He's in a prime spot.
Right. He can't throw a fireball here because Sonic Hurricane's far. Okay.
He does it here at the very least. Now he's got to be careful going forward.
Oh, no. That's huge. That might be the game. That actually might be the game.
Bro, yeah, just a quick little 3-piece into the CA. It's going to put him on life support. Oh, nah, pull the plug on him. Infinite with the first game.
I'm telling you, man, because of the CA mechanic in this game, jump-ins into simple combos into level 3 are just that much more ferocious. They do a colossal amount of damage. And again, if you're not making your strings tight, Infinite will do EX flash kick. He's just straight the strings tight, damn it!
Straight up. Give me a block string that is true, not false.
Burn out.
Oh, perfect right there. Spinning the last gauge. just to get that drive impact going. Now JNS ends up burning himself out here. I think that's a result of frustration.
Yoga Fire, and he has got an incredible life here, Infinite. He could just sit there and block if he wants to. Just sit there. Sonic Blades out. He's about to get his dry gauge before JNS does. He might be able to close the gap if he gets the Sonic Cross. That one was avoided because it was too fast.
Exactly. Use the OD version. Since he got the drive meter back, felt like he could use it liberally.
Hey, dude, this guy don't care. Like,
don't show me this fake stuff. No gaps here. We wear designer brands, man.
I don't know how he hasn't clocked on to, okay, he's just going to flash kick everything I do.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an invincible move. He knows this is a terrible matchup for him. Make it difficult as can be. You're making it too easy for him.
100%. We got to get it tightened up right now from JNS. Putting out the OD Comet. Oh, sweet. Perfect parry.
Okay. Do you know what? He did the sweep. I've never seen that conversion before, but he did the sweep.
That was sick. In as much damage as he can from that distance.
The comments there as well. Closing the gap is Infinite here. He wants to close this out, make sure JNS can no longer be in the tournament.
That guy was smelling blood, fam. Oh, the punish counter, no combo.
He can activate Solid Punch if he gets close enough.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be massive chip damage.
Let's see if he gets close enough. The Bazooka lead, there's the conversion. He's got level 3, so he's got a choice here, Ringe.
Yeah, I think he's going to save it for the level 3. That's what he's been looking for before. I would like to see the level 2 activate, but right now JNS has gotten his drive meter back. Oh, he caught him whipping, but no punish. And he catches the recovery of the fireball. That's going to be it. Mirkin taking it 2-0.
Infinite doing the job. And there you have
it. Oh, my bad. Why did I say Mirkin? I don't know.
From the
I was looking at my notes and it had Mirkin right here, but yes, Infinite. Thank you for correcting me.
He was in the zone there. Well played. Like I said, I don't think this is a good matchup for Gao, but I think Infinite played it from the Gao perspective, of course, of being highly aggressive, using the DI, flash kicking everything that comes your way. You need to put that on a t-shirt because I'm very worried at fighting you if I ever bump into you online. So it's like true strings. You're a bit too excessive with the yoga floats, and I can understand that. Unfortunately, because I really like watching JNS's Dalsim there, but he's out of this tournament here for this weekend. But no, full credit to Infinite. The first round looked incredibly bleak when the first or second flash kick missed, and then everything else from that point just connected.
Again and again, the OD flash kicks were the correct read. All of the block strings need to be facts and not fiction, right? Everything that we saw that wasn't jailing him up, that gave him an opportunity to press something, as long as he had drive meter available, the OD flash kick was there. So yeah, when you're on the other end of that, you have to recognize, right? Start baiting him out, make him pay heavily for committing to so many OD flash kicks, but we just couldn't get there in time, and it is a 2 out of 3 set. Infinite versus Poppy Blue Beast set up for round 2.
That's interesting because that might be a little bit of a concern for Poppy's Chun-Li. He might have to swap to Cammy. There's an interesting one. Interesting path here for Infinite. And it wasn't easy. It's not easy here. But hey, we're going to drop down into the next losers top 16 round 1 match, which will be Ixion going up against Chino. This will be a Swedish face-off here. So, I haven't actually seen Chino for a very long time. Like I said, he actually came down to one of the winner stays on when it was done at the office. We did like a 5v5.
Oh, okay.
Sweden versus the UK, I think it was. I can't remember. It's still on the YouTube channel. But he was playing Ken at the time, and it seems that he is still playing Ken. Good to see. Ixion, he's been, obviously, as the games go by, he has to dance around the cast because obviously dance is tried and true. He's one first love when it comes to Street Fighter.
He's got like the Nash haircut, though, going on, right?
Yeah, he loves Charlie. He used to cosplay as...
oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He used to cosplay as Nash when it was to DreamHack events, I believe was in Europe. But then obviously he's playing DJ in this game now. He is a regular streamer. He did have a tournament not too long ago. I think it was called, okay, I'm going to spell it. It's T-I-D-D-I. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble. Because if you say it quickly,
fair enough.
I'm just going to spell it. That's it.
Well done, Jammers.
I'm keeping it PG here. But yeah, he hosted a tournament, which I believe Ending Walker won. So shout out to Ending Walker. And yeah.
Ending Walker. Well, we also have a quote from Ixion, speaking of which, so I want to see what he's got to say today. I'm very excited to play versus Chino. We met many times during the SF4 era and had lots of tournament matches in the past. He usually beat me. Will be interesting to see what character he uses here.
Well, from the notes that the production team gave us before, I believe he has a Ken alongside a Marisa.
Ooh. Hey, those are the characters I pick. So
I respect it.
I like where this guy's head's at.
You like the color red, you like your aggression. I like
oh,
it.
yeah.
Like one of those Spanish bulls. But yes, we'll see if...
That's how you beat me, too. It was put up the bed. Well, just watch me drive rush to my death.
We'll probably see a replica of what we saw at the start, at the top of the hour, which is Shady Imposter and Phenom, Ken versus DJ. We might see that again here. I can expect that.
So.
Chino was very aggressive in Street Fighter 5 when I watched him play anyway.
Okay.
It's still there, and I do feel that the players that were aggressive, but players better than you were able to thwart your process in terms of approaching them.
Yes.
This system has basically accentuated your aggression.
Yes.
It said, hey, we knew you were aggressive.
Yeah.
Here. Have some more.
The combination of the system mechanics and it still being early on in the game's lifespan,
Right.
like those players are flourishing right now. They are popping off and they are having much success. So I'm looking for Chino to have a big set here.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to see how this one unfolds as we get this loaded up here. Now, I have bumped into Ixion once or twice online. Obviously, I haven't got a main character yet, so I dance around the cast, of course.
Jammers.
What do you want?
Why are you denying the JP fate?
I actually been dabbling with him.
Okay, your name's already Jammers. We just got to make up a P to get on the end of it, and then you're JP just like the character.
Damn, that's crazy.
You're good.
Him and Veggie really want me to play JP.
That's you played Poison in the last game. That's your character. Anyway.
Damn, it's showing you his true colors. Listen, let people talk long enough, the mask comes off. Let people talk long enough and the mask comes off. Anyway, I love you. This is what I
So good, bro. I was reminiscing the PTSD from catching the poison hands, but great showing already right there from Chino.
So he's going to basically do, make sure you can, at least when it's done from a relatively reasonable range, he'll just make sure you can anytime you see as a green. Nice sway away there, and he gets jumped into danger.
That's really rough, bro. We already in the corner. This is Ken's corner, by the way. He is Marlo Stanfield. He is Avon Barksdale. The corner belongs to him.
Oh, and there you go, the double sway punish counter. That's one of the best punish counter specials in the game in terms of getting optimization for the damage, of course.
Was that we got to parry it up real quick. Oh, we've been whiffing the sunrise here. I don't know if he's trying to bait something out. Either way, Chino, I love the way he's kind of switching the tempos up, and unfortunately, the heavy kick was just too early.
To be fair, though, at those ranges, and he wasn't really moving, just charge your jackknife. Jackknife is pretty much guaranteed in that scenario. Back hard kick is a brilliant normal attack anti-air, but you can still get stuffed in certain scenarios, and he's just abusing the funky slicer. I love it.
Yeah, you got. I like that to kind of see how the opponent's going to deal with it, right? It's one of those things you got to put out. What a perfect parry to punish, but crouch medium kick 7 frames on the other end.
Oh, that's going to work. Yeah, that is going to work. Because, again, you can't really use reverse against DIs, and if DI's back, that's fine. I think you should capitalize on this.
Bruh, I'm so glad people are starting to really thwart that. Doesn't build to the level 3.
Okay, he goes under him. No crosscut there from Chino, but he has his level 3. That's +2 on block.
Oh, just straight low forward fireball. Super for the first game. Chino closes it out.
Good stuff there. Now, Ixion, there was a couple of times that he actually swayed himself into danger.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Because, again, there's various ways that PJ players are actually going into the sway now just to catch the punish counter and then land 35%. But if you get too liberal with it, too excited about it, you get DI'd, you get jumped in on. He's so going to play it ground at the moment.
Yeah, I like a couple of spots from Ixion in the first game. We saw the perfect parry. It's like the soul bot or whatever move it was to immediately take his turn back. It's just tough right now.
He's doing double funky slicer. The second one is the one that's getting you in danger. Drive rushes in, and then there's going to be a punish there, straight into heavy Sobat for the +2. No back hard kick anti there, and he's swaying himself into danger.
Indeed, the Just Cools, they're coming in too hot, too fast.
Double jackknife.
And now we got the corner though. Oh, give me that. Oh.
You know that sequence he did into the XS slasher plus then crouch meter punch? I think it was like a whole bar and a bit.
Yeah.
On block.
There's draining the drive meter. Oh, the jump back noogie real quick.
He's still doing it. There you go. That's what he should have done before. The jackknife maximum anti-air there. Again, when you're confident, you got the life and you got the spacing, just charge it. Remember, he's only limited ways to come at you. And the Marvelous Festival's going to go through the EX Bible. He's got the beat. He's going to go for the cancel. Straight to the corner. Reset.
Yo, Ixion is cooking right now.
Resets are littered everywhere in this game. I'll say jump, and he just about pressed the button.
Perfect timing right there. He was so close just blocking the reversal.
Tried to run away there, did Ixion. Not quite working out there. Chino still looking for a clean entry point in. Juggling dash didn't quite work out there.
And you see Ixion, he's definitely like charging up the anti-air a little bit more now. Chino's been showing a lot of jumps on the Just Cool sways.
Now, when the fireball comes out, I know people feel agitated and they want to kind of counter it because they don't want you to drive rush behind it. But sometimes you can just wait and drive reversal, but jumps over it. Chino's almost burnt out here.
And that's why Ixion let the fireball loose right there. He wanted to get that burnout.
Well, Chino can get a level 3 here. Nice. Tested him.
Able to switch sides too, not have to worry about that drive impact setting him up, but he tried to move. Wakes up with the jabs, no confirming to the DP.
Chase him down, gotta be careful, because Chino's still looking for a level 3 conversion. Jump back jab, that exposes yourself, and he gets away. And that's gonna be the round. That should be the round. And he didn't cancel.
Didn't spin the CA. He's gonna try to do this efficiently with the green, and it pays off.
Man, you guys are scaring the life out of me here.
Oh man, Chino now he's got 3 bars going into this round 3, and a double drive rush combo into level 3 in this game. I mean, it melts your health bar. Those rounds go so fast.
100% trying to get an arbitrary DI, didn't work out, so you've done half the work for Chino here. You spent the 2 bars, and now he is going to take off more of your drive gauge, and he might drive rush in for a meaty, unless Ixion has other plans. He baits it.
Oh yeah, he wanted the fake. I respect that. I would have done a fake as well. Jumps out, only gets a jab on the other side though.
Go forward. Can he get the side swap? Yeah, with the Dragon Lack. Fireball there. He's going to do some fireballs or whatnot, just replenish his drive gauge before he goes back in. Just going to be a bit patient. Yeah, before he goes back in, just be a bit patient.
Yeah, definitely patience right now. Oh, Ixion, he gets caught pressing a button. Not dead just yet, as you mentioned. Maybe with another drive rush cancel would have been closer, but we want to preserve that drive meter. Cuts him off at the pass again. Chino able to take it 2-0 over Ixion.
Good spatial awareness and identification that you knew that Ixion wanted to come in after that first low forward fireball, because he immediately buffered the next one there. A little bit of impatience. I'm not sure if that covers drive rush as well as a regular dash, because usually what I see with DJs as well is, okay, he's got the fastest drive rush in the game, but sometimes they do hold it and then they wait for the gun to go off in the Olympics and then they run. But yes,
track star. I
will say my biggest problem with Ixion here, he was making a fantastic adjustment over time as the set was panning out there, despite it being a first to 2. It was the funky slices putting him in danger. And then when he did take Chino to the corner, I do say in this game, you can actually you're liable to do half the work for your opponent for them when it comes to consuming drive gauge, when it comes to positional advantage, because we're basically playing tug at war from 99 seconds. And it's not even in specific scenarios anymore. It's actually everywhere. Yeah. Just imagine everything's push and pull.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things about the game, right? Is that it's like balanced around this struggle for drive meter and the way people kind of react when they get low on drive meter, trying to burn themselves out rather than get burnt out by the block string, how they're going to represent challenging all that and whatnot. But yeah, definitely good stuff from Chino. Ixion as well, I felt like he just kind of let Chino dictate the pace a little bit too much. It felt like he was trying to react to a lot of things that just weren't coming. So Chino had a lot of openings that Ixion kind of gave him.
Of course, indeed, this is what the bracket is looking like right now. So Chino will be going up against Faggy. That'll be interesting because one of his teammates and one of his closest compadres in this scene, in life in general, is one of the best Kens we have in the world. I'd say one of the best Kens we have in the world right now in Phenom there, so that'll be interesting. But we will be moving down to Banjo going up against King Funk. But before that, I have to let you guys know, if you are enjoying the action here for the CPT Online, this is not the only way to qualify for the Cup. We do have World Warriors, which have been happening from, I think it was from August. Early August? It might have been early August, late August. But this is the other way to qualify for the Cup. I believe there's 26, around that number. Yeah, 26 different regions. I actually looked at the paper because it said it there. But there's 26 different regions, and there'll be 26 regional champions all competing to qualify for the Capcom Cup. And the chance to be in contention for that $1 million first place, but that $2 million prize pool overall. There's been some fantastic stuff. World Warriors everywhere. You get to learn more about the scenes, see how the meta's changing from region to region, and you get to learn more about the players in general. Please find out the respective details for your World Warrior. Obviously, we have some players, because of their life scenarios, we have them moving from one place to another. But that means if you enter one World Warrior and you move to another country, you're not allowed to enter that World Warrior because you've already entered one. Oh. We have that with Raid Pro in the UK because he entered the Hong Kong one.
I see.
So he can't enter. He's not liable to enter.
Ooh, interesting.
But he is allowed in our UK CPT.
All right, well, look out for that one. Coming up in some weeks ahead of time. But, you know, Jammers mentioned getting to know the players via World Warrior. Another way to get to know the players, gather some intel on them, is Buckler's Boot Camp, a free game-linked mobile-friendly website packed with features supporting your enjoyment of Street Fighter 6. Whether you want player information, have clubs, ranking information, you want to see who's at the top of the leaderboards, for which character, it has Punk gotten every character to 2000 MR yet, this is the place you're going to find all that type of information. Again, Buckler's Bootcamp. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now for easy access. Make sure you get in touch and in tune and just get in that Street Fighter 6 sphere of information. It'll only make you a better player.
These matches have been swift, but nonetheless entertaining. We're going to take another break here to recuperate and get refreshed for these next couple of matches here. When we come back, we will be having Banja going up against King Funk. We'll see you in a bit.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. I have you. It's over. My order's dead. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and my magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
もしバーンアウトして辛いと思うのなら、そもそもバーンアウトしない運用を心がける必要がまずある。これまず第一。まあそれでもなお人は愚かである。でそっからじゃあどうするんですかをじゃあもう一個考えていきましょうか。
そうナイス。
ちょっと面白いあれがあるんだけど、通常時ってガードするとマイナスじゃないですか。要するにドライブゲージが減るんで良くないんですよってなるんだけど、バーンアウトとしてはむしろ逆で、通常時ガードするともうゲージがもらえるんですよ。そうですよね。だから技をガードするっていうのはバーンアウト中お得なんですよ。めちゃめちゃお得。だから俺は結構そろそろ投げてくるなと思ったらボタンを押す。そうすると相手は打撃と投げを2択なんだけど、投げを食らわないとこっち崩れないじゃん。で打撃を打ち続けるとこっちもこうモリモリゲージがもらえるから、そういうのもありなのかなっていう。
だからモダン視点の話にちょっとここはさせていただくと、SA があるときは守れるんです。
まあそうだよね。
これやこれすぐ出せますからモダンだったら。
じゃあないときどうするのか。心理なんだけど、相手がバーンアウトしてるとえぐい打ちたくなる。
いやめちゃめちゃわかるですね。
10秒に1回打ってきます。間違いない。だから飛んでいいと思います。これでもう逆に確かにね、すごい大ダメージ取れるんで狙うといいのかなとは。確かに。
I'm focused, you know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all, never fought this moment is golden, I control it. All eyes on me, I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in, it's time to put in work, go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me, when I say nobody can see me.
Off camera, Ritas already said to me and Brian F., I'm only TO in 3 tournaments this year. Last year I was doing 5. A very humble brag and soft flex. The hardest working TO when it comes to World Warriors at this point, my man's Ritas. What's going on, bro?
Yo, I'm doing good. Thank you very much for having me today. Yeah, Europe Northeast, Europe Nordic Baltic, and Europe East got merged, so I lost one there. And UK is done by someone else now, so that's why it's only 3 instead of 5.
Oh, only three. But that's good that, you know, you release some bandwidth for you. But yeah, that's amazing that you're able to balance all this. But before even getting into the World Warrior program, you know, you definitely rose onto our radars. And, you know, around 2020 with all the resurgence of online tournaments, starting with your own Salt Mine League. So talk a little bit about how Salt Mine League got started and kind of how it grew to what it is today.
I need to say, even I don't know the full story, because like Salt Mine actually existed before I even got into the fighting game community.
What?
I didn't know that.
You know, actually, I only came into the game with, into the fighting game community with Street Fighter V. And Salt Mine actually existed already at the end of Street Fighter 4, but it was like a very small thing just to teach players how to learn the game. And it was still a German-only thing, like still only for Germans, but more and more people from all of Europe actually started watching our streams, even if it was on German only during that time, and even the commentary was in German. But a lot of more people said like, hey, this format is really cool, can we actually join? And then we opened it up from Europe, and since then, like, we did it during the entire time of Street Fighter V. And now we're doing it for Street Fighter 6, so that's how Salt Mine is. Yeah.
What does it mean to see, I guess, what you built with Salt Mine League Online become pretty much legitimized through CPT?
When they ask me if I can do online events and people get into Capcom Cup doing World Warrior, like, I never would have, like, if someone have told me that I can do this at some point, I would have told him he's crazy, right? So, like, you know, like actually seeing these people who entered my events all the time and now fighting for a spot to get to Capcom Cup, that's actually really, really amazing.
Legitimately, Ritas, like, what you have done is definitely build the awareness of the community. Like, we have grown to look at Salt Mine League week after week to see the trends of how players are developing, and that's because of your hard work. So I just want to say personally, thank you, because you helped out those players, you helped entertain us, and you helped spread knowledge, and anything that I think helps give exposure to the players and grow the scene. I always really appreciate that, and that's all due to your hard work. So personally, thank you, Ritas.
It means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Ritas, you're one of the hardest working people in the scene, bro, and we appreciate you, family.
Welcome back to Capcom Pro Tour 2023. Again, this is the top 16 for Europe, North, and East, and I just want to give a big shout out to Capcom and No Neutral for getting Ritas on that segment. Definitely, as Rob just said, one of the hardest working men in the business, brings us countless hours of entertainment running the Salt Mine League, and just one of the most wholesome people I've ever met in the FGC. Definitely has a great heart, so big ups to Ritas and everybody involved with that, man. But yes, we already have our top 16, our top 8 winners side determined, right? Yep. We are getting through the first round of top 16 losers right now. We got 2 matches left to go, and they're going to be 2 bangers for sure.
And of course, like we said, we teased it before the break, but now we're actually going to get into the meat and bones of this. It will be Banja going up against King Funk here. But this is what the bracket in the top 16 loser side is looking like right now. So, of course, out of these next 2 matches we have here, one player has to go, whether it be Banja, King Funk, or Nezumi. And apologies, I did pronounce this wrong. I got an update during the break that said, Jammers, you've got to pronounce this name correctly. Let me try it. Hercules Hulk.
That's right.
There you go.
Get your anime agenda. Take it back with you home to the UK. That's all right. This is.
I'll have you know, I didn't bring any.
You didn't bring any reading material. I find that hard to believe. But We will get to that one in a minute, as we alluded to. Banja and King Funk is the next one. And what did King Funk play again? King Funk is a JP player.
Oh,
right?
yeah, sorry.
Banja's the one that plays the
Blanca. King Funk is JP. My apologies.
I'm mad. Like, with a name like King Funk, I was expecting a music-based character, DJ Kimberly and the like. But, you know, you can't go wrong with the JP. I respect it. Banja, on the other hand, I think you can't go wrong with Blanca as well. I think this character is so strong, so good. Obviously, it's got some amazing pilots with the like of Mena RD and whatnot, right? But I think the character in general, even if you take the player out of the situation, the character itself is very strong.
So, from what I do know, because both these guys, well, Banja actually played SF5 a lot through the latter stages of the game's lifespan. He was playing Ed, I believe.
Okay.
And then King Funk, I don't think he really played the game after a certain point. He's come back and playing some SF6, and surprise, surprise, he's using Mr. Juggle Points in JP. But yeah, Banja, I actually see him play a fair bit with Veggie in terms of practicing.
Okay.
He's in his stream chat a lot of the time, and they're conversing and talking about the game. And he has a very formidable Blanca from what I've been told. So it's good to actually see these guys competing here. This is a matchup I actually haven't seen in a little while. More so because we don't see Blanca as often. Do I want to call Blanca a specialist character in this game? He's always been like, obviously, certain types of people pick Blanca. If you don't want any
you know
friends.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you don't want any friends.
The social outcast.
Well, do you know what's crazy? Shouts to Rob in the pre-show. He did say that Rashid players are Blanca players who went to college. And I think nobody can argue that.
That's pretty good.
Literally, you hear him say it.
I'll give
Like,
you that.
I can't argue with that. But with Blanca in this game, the best iteration of Blanca this has ever been. He definitely is fun to watch as well, especially watching people deal with Lightning Beast. But then hearing what these guys have to say will be interesting. Funny that I say that as well, yeah, because I haven't actually heard these guys' opinions on the characters.
Okay.
But King Funk does have a quote, and it
Ooh.
is, "I'm highly experienced against Blanca, but every Blanca is is a very special snowflake that has to be approached very differently." Damn.
This man's been playing against Blanca for some time.
Do you know what? I've got to give credit to the players from this region because they know how to disguise what they really want to. My man called you a very special snowflake. I wouldn't even call my partner.
That's something you keep on the sidelines.
You
Like,
know?
that's not in my vernacular. That's nothing, bro. I'm keeping that outside. But
I
yeah,
said the double S, the special snowflake.
he knows.
Is
He
that
knows.
what double S in the tier list stand for?
Oh, that's why Blanca's up there. I understand now. I get it now.
Oh man, these people are great.
But yo, yeah, like Blanca, he's so right with it though, right? Like once just because you have experience against a certain player playing Blanca, like every person plays Blanca in such a different way. They have different things that they want to abuse. Like OD command grab for your first action on offense. Who does that?
And he already pops out the plushie. He's going to have to block that, yeah, because it was the EX version. It does bounce. And it does gain the EX projectile priority.
Yes, it does.
That's
indeed.
a very interesting thing about the plushies.
Exactly, and we know that it's a projectile priority in this game, right? So the OD property, it's going to be any regular fireball. The amnesia gets baited out. Oh,
Good damage here for Banja. I thought he was going to go for a throw, but he went for a nice delayed EX air blanket ball. There's the other one, plus on block.
Oh,
Trades.
yeah. Oh, that's
it. That's it.
You don't want to trade with that button.
Why did you level 1? That would have been the round.
Yeah, he wants to keep it. You know why? Jammers? He's got such a significant life lead. If he can go into round 2 with 2 bars in his pocket, Lightning Beast on deck, let's go to game 2.
Well, let's find out if he can do that. Here, he's about to get his drive gauge back and ready. Nice throw tech there from Banja.
He's big chilling. Oh, lets it fly. No impacts here, bro.
Well, he's about to get it, so he might need to activate Lightning Beast on block if he chooses to do so early on. You can't build meter from Whiff Specials anymore, my friend.
Yeah.
I tried it.
The Whiff Pokeball will not get you that little bit you needed, but he has it now. OD from the up ball, trying to bait out a throw attempt or an amnesia.
Come on, parry
Let's
that.
get it.
Here we go.
Oh, he just baited him out right there. Didn't even commit to anything.
Ooh, okay, that's an interesting setup there. It was blocked, but Punish Cannon going to put King Funk in burnout here. He's got to deal with this, and he just puts it in his face. This can do a lot of damage. This is going to do a lot.
Activates it. Oh, with the cross up afterwards into the DI reset.
It was locked.
Okay, we live.
It was locked, so I think it was true boxing.
Yeah. I have to imagine that outside of burnout, he would have gotten the wall splat, but in burnout, it seems like there was too much block stun. But man, this guy's Blanca. Look at this, bro. The special snowflake setups coming out. The Triple S.
Are you living up to the name your opponent gave you? And rare footage of Stan Roundhouse not working as an anti-air. Surprise, surprise against JP.
Yeah, that missile drop kick is no joke, bro. He's got the Booker T joint.
Go, good damage here. Going to set up with the departure, close the gap as well. Again, I do see him jumping back a fair bit as well to see, and he'll only react to the blankable if he sees King Funk actually trying to do something.
Oh man, and he doesn't actually get the combo this time, but the way he gets back in his face, lets out the Blanca Chan. King Funk not trying to let him activate it. Going to now though.
He's in there. Third take. Still got to deal with it. He's still got to deal with it.
Try to jump out. Blanca Chan thwarting that.
Drive rush in. King Funk's not afraid to do that. He will do drive rush into mediums, whether it be crouch medium kick or crouch medium punch. Just get things started. He can get the round here. He can definitely get the round here.
Man, heavy kick again, losing. Oh, left him on a pixel. How much magic you got?
And you can't do overhead here. I think it's too slow.
Oh, I had a lot of faith in that stand heavy kick, but it's actually been getting him into trouble a little bit. We saw it lose to the big jump roundhouse, the cross the button, also beat it. We'll see if Banjo starts to fight his footing again. I love that, by the way. The drive rush stand heavy kick, it's got a bit of a disjointed hitbox. It's so good at catching people trying to check your drive rush.
Yeah. You need to have those drive rush check answers now,
100%.
as opposed to the drive rushes. Trade with the plushie, the EX version. He's been using these plushies a lot. Yeah. You never actually see Blanca run out of plushies in a round.
You don't, you know? It's wild. Even when you're using it in neutral a lot, like Bonjo's doing.
Wow. Can he get a side swap combo? He can. I don't think that's going to be the round, though.
No, but just put the Blanca Chan out. Oh, you trying to escape through the air? My territory.
I think King Funk thinks that because he's already done 3/4 of the jump back, he's not going to do anything. And like again, the cancel window allows you to actually release the air Blanca ball as late as possible, to be honest with you.
And I like Bonjo's spacing on a lot of those air balls. He's even been doing non-OD air balls, but they hit so low that they haven't really been punishable or anything like that.
Uses the hot gimmick here. He's not parrying the lights into the electric thunder. You can interrupt those with the parry. So waiting there, drive rushing with the medium. He said he's got a lot of experience here, but again, player experience just plays as an important factor just as much as the character experience, or character matchup, I should say. Gets in with the EX Tourblanc. The plushie's still there, so Banjo's waiting for an opportunity to activate it.
He can activate it with an OD Blanca ball just straight across, but he's not going to.
It's gone now. Yeah, no, it's gone, yeah, because you're off screen.
Off the screen, Indy. Still got 2 in his back pocket, though, another air OD ball. Doing so good. I love that. Drive impact as he lands from the jump back attempt. Almost close to burnout now as well. Just hops to the other side, trying to catch him committing to something. Ends up cornering himself and burning himself out, but he's still in control.
King Funk needs a level 3 here. I don't know how he's going to get it, but he's burnt himself out in the process here, Ridge. Banjo's still got level 1 to work with, and that could be it, but he puts out plushie. That should have been it, but he got the neutral jump roundhouse there, and that will be it. King Funk's journey comes to an unfortunately premature end here, so he'll be bowing out of the tournament. Well done to Banjo, taking it 2-0 there. Well played, honestly. I'm impressed with what he's been doing with Blanca. To have the temerity, the gall to just throw out the plushies in neutral like that haphazardly and go, you know what can happen when I do activate it. And he thinks his opponent not going to react there as well.
Especially against JP, right, where the character has a lot of long-range options, whether he responds with a spike, a drive rush into one of his long-range normals. But he still found plenty of moments to do it. I think King Funk, like he said, I got Blanca experience, but I doubt the Blanca he plays. Yeah, he was locked up right there from the burnout. You were trying to figure out like what he got locked in with.
He blocked the part of the EX plushie. Then it was stand medium punch into the drive impact. That's what it was, right?
I think so. And usually when the mediums into drive impact, when you're in burnout, usually there's a gap there.
Yeah.
And it's not a true block string. Usually you're able to get that wall splat. It's usually like the drive rush heavies or something like that locks them up. But again, another situation we'll have to take a look at more closely in the future. But King Funk, like he said at the beginning, he has Blanca experience, but I doubt the Blanca he plays uses Blanca Chan, the plushie in neutral as much as Banjo did. It's just one of those things that like sometimes the intel is a gift and sometimes it can be a curse.
100%, especially in games as volatile as Street Fighter 6. But yeah, you can see it there. Banjo will go up against Rikemans Garnet shortly in this stream later today. But now we must go to our final match of the round 1 set in general here for top 16, and that would be Nezumi going up against Hercules Hulk. I'm getting it.
Hercules Hulk, baby.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
This man, who he play? Honda. Okay, I was gonna say he better play Geef, Marisa, Honda, some buff character.
You know,
if your name Hercules Hulk, you better be juiced to the gills right there. So that's what we're seeing with the Honda. I like seeing it. Nezumi on the other end, rocking the Rashid. Obviously, I think everybody's pretty awake to how powerful Rashid is now. Definitely a strong character, can get the job done, even at the highest level of tournaments, as we just saw Gachi-kun take Singapore offline. So Nezumi looking to follow in those footsteps.
Yeah, like everyone was saying, shout out to Brutus as well. He did call it. He said, look, man, people's opinions on Rashid, they're just going to fluctuate until all he's going to take is Gachi-kun to win a major, and then you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
But people weren't really saying, I think 1 or 2 people said Rashid was weak, but a lot of people said, no, like, I can see the potential.
Yes,
just give it a little bit of time.
Sure.
There's a lot of tools to work with there, and, like, you know, Yasar is a lot more versatile than it was in SF5. I actually had this discussion with Big Bird when he came to the UK for a Red Bull event. I do stand by my opinion of I do feel SF5 version is stronger than SF6, but SF6 is more fun.
Ah, yeah, I would agree with that for
Big
sure.
Bird will just say, no, I think SF6 is just better overall, just better in every aspect, every department.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see that from what we've been seeing.
Yeah, I remember launch week, it was like, oh, he's kind of mid, right? Like, his anti-air sucks. Like, there was a whole lot of big narrative. And it's still...
There's a whole story.
It's not the best anti-air. Even though Gachi-kun's going to Capcom Cup, there's a billion tweets and clips of him just like having...
There's a whole storyline, mate.
Such a distraught face when his anti-air doesn't work. But the character obviously has enough strengths to get the job done. Let's see if Nezumi can put those to use. So
he's going to jump in here, but Whirlwind Shot can actually annoy Honda on the ground. It stops the drive rush, it stops regular headbutt, so you can actually save yourself from losing one stock of drive gauge here. So that means he has to use EX headbutt or jump over them. But if he tries to jump, he can jump into the heavy Whirlwind Shot and get a double.
Okay.
So I do play a bit with Rashid myself.
Indeed. Yeah, I like your Rashid, man, but you are a JP player at heart. It's understandable.
Here we go. Come on,
I like that.
Oh,
the Oicho damage in this game is actually real, bro.
That must have been a heavy one, man.
Yeah. He was going for the full cheeks.
Okay, Hercules Hulk is not messing around.
You think somebody named Hercules Hulk ain't doing the strongest version of command grab? That's the second time he hasn't punished the Eagle Spike, and both times parry came out. So I'm assuming he's trying to drive rush, but he's not getting the input.
I think Nezumi's getting execution errors, but he's going to lose his drive gauge here from the punish counter drive impact into command grab. I think he could have got a little bit more damage there. He could have sent him into the corner with the level 2.
It's about sending a message.
I think he's trying to activate Yasar, and he's getting Eagle Spike.
Yeah.
And you actually lose the game because of that. This is guaranteed.
Oh, no. Lots of stuff left on the table here. My God, 2 ships.
Steer on block. You have to respect that.
Let me get that.
Good hand slap. Boy, that's going to be Hercules Hulk trying to close out this round.
Jump at him, trying to get ultra aggressive. That's why Nezumi brought out the OD reversal, baits that out as well. Majorly punishable.
Tempest run into the spinning mixer. Yes, this is good. Watch out for a super.
Whoa, it throws him out of it. Still alive for now. Nezumi, though, he can't take any chip. The Eagle Spike again, not punished. Hercules Hulk, he had the drive rush here to get him. He'll find the drive impact regardless and hold on to the game.
I don't think I've ever seen an entire game of Eagle Spike unpunished.
Eagle Spike is about -57, so whatever you want to do, you can do.
Momented EX Eagle Spike in his face.
You know?
Nezumi's here to have a good time. He's not here to stay a long time. Nice sweep.
It's the type of people I'm trying to know. Ooh, again. The must slam. You trying to do something on wake up. Drive rush was there. Overhead parried.
Perfect parry to get the throw. Okay, it looked like it was a little bit too late for the mix-up.
Yeah. Nice little safe jump right there. Oh, pop off with it. They tried to do something. It looked like maybe a wake-up whirlwind. Either way, the headbutt there to stuff it.
Hercules Hulk is literally running rampant, being aggressive here, making sure Nezumi doesn't have any chance to play here. But Nezumi's still trying to find his footing here. Wake up the eye. He's got to send it straight to the corner. And he spent bar. He could have got the same amount of screen carrying to preserve a bit of drive gauge there, Ringe, but I think he's fine activating Yasar from here.
We're put it out for the tornado out. Oh, tried to look like throw, but either way.
You got to convert from this. Big
damage.
Oh, he's in the wrong way. That's unfortunate.
Oh, he just jabs the jump over attempt, wakes up with the DI again. We are scrapping right now, bro. Swinging for the fences. No base hits here. Only home runs attempted. Punish counter goes over the wall.
The shimmy with the stand roundhouse. That button's actually amazing in terms of with punishing as a punish counter, by the way. Limited juggle, but it's amazing what it does. Arabian Cyclone.
Ooh, nice timing on the OD headbutt right there. Absorbing the jump in with the armor. No punish on the sweep.
Frame trap though.
He'll take it. They took good damage.
He's on a good spot here. He's on a good spot. Come on, Grab can do it. Oh, good block.
Yeah, but that was the same safe jump we saw before. They got perfect parried. This time just tries to wake up with the OD, but nah. Hercules Hulk running over.
There you have it there. Another swift 2-0 here in this bracket. Unfortunate to Nezumi there. I feel at sometimes he's trying to find his footing, and I do understand the trials and tribulations of trying to get level 2 out and you get Eagle Spike and then you lose the game for that. However, I don't think an Eagle Spike was punished.
No,
I don't think.
Yeah, from what I recall, none of the Eagle Spikes were punished. He was able to land one that was like right in his face. But yeah, man, it's a heartbreaking execution error to get, right? Because we talked about it. Negative 57 was facetious, but it is up there though. It's like minus 20 or something like that.
It's enough to get a full drive rush or even a drive impact.
Yeah, exactly. So it is one of the most punishable moves in the game. You can usually pick whatever you want to do, but it's just one of those things that you don't expect the opponent to just bring it out in neutral. So maybe that threw Hercules Hulk off on the punishes. Either way though, didn't throw him off enough to lose the set. So well done from our Honda player.
Of course. And I was told as well about Hercules Hulk that he is actually an old school Honda player from SF4. He's a Honda loyalist. Shout outs to Olvaha, one of my co-hosts of the show, for giving me that information before. He took a break from SF5. It looks like he's come back here. And it looks like he's come back in full force.
That's
with
right.
That game I've just seen. And he's going to be going up against Shady Imposter. That might be a tall order. DJ versus Honda there for Honda. But we'll come to that junction when we get there, of course.
Indeed.
Right, so we should be getting Poppy Blue Beast going up against Infinite next.
Yes,
I was highly impressed with what Infinite showed us before. Again, if you leave any sort of gap, I will just flash kick. Hopefully, Poppy adjusted. Hopefully, he watched from the sidelines and took copious notes on that matter. And we'll try to make his strings as tight as possible, or just not cancel into anything at all. Just press the button and whatnot. So.
What's interesting to me is I feel like we see a lot of young players play Guile, and I don't know why that strikes me as odd. Like, I just feel like he's such an old man character, 2 moves, like been in the game since the beginning. But it's always like Kaba and Du, and this player's 22 years old, right? Higuchi, like a lot of the young players end up gravitating towards Guile. It's very interesting to me.
Well, maybe because maybe it could be aesthetic reasons. Maybe they like the combo flexibility. I'd say Guile's in the pool of characters. Not probably Guile as the character, but I definitely think the pool. If we're talking about Street Fighter 6 alone, I think they gravitate towards like Ken, your Luke. Yeah, I'll definitely throw Guile into the mix there as well.
Nubenheimer's another very young player that plays Guile. Like, it's just a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one though. We'll see if Poppy. We talked a little bit about off camera. I think that he might go with the Cammy rather than the Chun in this matchup. Yeah. But we shall see.
I think so, only because we did have Rain Pro and Hurricane go up on sets of 1st to 10, and obviously those two faced each other at EGX. I've seen it here and there. I remember at Gamers 8 when we were there, myself and Brad M commentated Du versus Punk, and it looks like that Cammy can get into Guile a fair bit, especially in this game. Quick spin knuckle going through sonic booms, the dive kick causing a nightmare. Hurricane actually taught us some new tech in the matchup, actually. You might see it here, you might not. So when you jump at Guile at the cross-up angle, what you do is you jump, and right at the arc, you do the dive kick, and the flash kick goes the regular way. It doesn't swap sides. So basically, his flash kick whiffs, you get a raw drive rush punish, and then they get scared as to what to do, and they have to focus on air throwing you or doing something else. So that was some tech he showed us there as well.
So, to build onto that point right quick with that certain piece of tech, in my opinion, like what Guile wants to do, right, is that you can like kind of sit there and react to Cammy, right? Like, you don't get too overzealous with the booms. That way you can react to the spin knuckle, react to the jump ins. But if she's got that piece of tech where you could dive kick at the peak of the jump, the apex, the apex of the jump, like the flash kick kind of being nullified like that, I think that makes you commit more to sonic booms on the ground, right? You can't just sit there and react to whatever aggressive offense she's doing. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out, especially if we do see that tech from Poppy.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, he could stick with the Chun-Li because, again, throughout the tournament, I believe he's been using classic Chun. I think you have to face 3 JPs back-to-back to get to the top 16, then face Miyakin, and then come to this point. And it will be difficult regardless, but hey, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and Chun-Li's got some of her own answers, right? We got the Hazan Shu, maybe if she can able to get the fireball into the driver shot, but that's going to be nullified a bit by Guile's own game, right? With the sonic booms, the sonic blades as well, if they're properly timed, kind of absorbing the fireballs, putting something behind it.
Do you know what's crazy? I didn't realize until I watched Kaba versus Brian D how big the hurt boxes around Sonic Blade was. A lot of sweeps can catch it. Cammy's got a pretty good sweep. I like the way Punk uses it.
She's got a great sweep, I think. And Punk makes it look otherworldly. Like the way he whip punishes with that button is just ridiculous.
So it goes here. All right, yes, he has gone with the Cammy here. Much better pick here. Now, that Samurai is -4, so if you misspace it, that crouching jab into flash kick should do the trick, but sometimes I do feel Sonic Boom placements get into more trouble. Nice whip punish there. Or he punished something.
Yeah, that's definitely a button that Cammy's going to represent from that range where Guile likes to throw Sonic Booms. That was just an unfortunate missed dive kick.
Here, low forward. He tried to bait a shimmy. And he's going to keep doing it. He's going to do it.
Yeah, we already saw that was the story of Infinite's last game. If there was a gap, he was filling it with a flash kick.
There you go. As we saw Poppy, they pressed stand phase, but didn't cancel it into anything there. He's about to lose this round if he's not careful because he is in burnout here.
Oh, and just trying to inch forward, ends up getting tagged by the low medium kick.
Try rush in, try to get a jab there, but with punish there from Poppy into the spiral arrow, taking him straight to the corner, and delay tech there from Infinite.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Infinite. He tried to press a really early drive rush button, hoping to catch the check attempt, but Poppy just pressed right after.
It's his throw there. He can chase him down from his throw as well, but he's going to set up Sonic Boom, and he hits Sonic Boom into the blade. Now we're going to get nasty with that Sonic Boom game.
He even set up a Sonic Blade and then jumping in, right? Just trying to keep Poppy on his toes.
Good choice.
And then drain the drive bar to set up this level 2. I think he wanted to wait a second because there's level 3 on Cammy's side, right? Didn't want to immediately commit to the projectiles.
Or he probably wanted to do a drive rush because I saw parry come out.
Oh, okay.
So he probably wanted to drive rush to take advantage of the pressure.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if he gets a frame trap from the activation into a drive rush stand medium punch. Trade!
Oh, and he does combo off of it. Great awareness from Infinite.
Poppy's got to be careful not to jump or level 3 from full screen because full screen level 3 doesn't catch projectiles, or certain projectiles anyway.
Be careful, and the upside down kick just rears its head.
So I'll tell you something interesting, right? One thing I find very interesting and annoying at the same time is upside down kick is -8.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that at max distance, that's fine because I don't think there's much Cammy can do. However, if they change the frame rate on that to like -9, then it becomes you can't use that move at all because Cammy's level 1 and level 3 are 9 frame startup. So that means at certain intervals in the match, you can go, okay, I'll throw an upside down kick here if it's well spaced.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you'll just get characters where normals can be abused against them because their go-to or very good punishing tools are 1 frame slower than what is said on the tin.
And then that gives you the green light to abuse that button, abuse that option, right? You're like, okay, no matter what, as long as my spacing is on point, I don't have to worry about this big reward that my opponent usually gets.
Yeah, and you got to be careful as well because a lot of people are doing, low forward drive rush because you can do that. It's one of the most powerful tools, one of the most prevalent tools we have in SF6. But moves like Chun-Li's forward HK, Guile's upside down kick as well, they're low crushes. Get in trouble if you misplace them.
Yeah,
so.
the Sobot as well. I see the Sobot go over a lot.
Well, upside down kick again.
Yeah. And Cammy, she's got a good crouch medium kick. She's got a great sweep, right? The Cammys are looking for those crouch buttons, so I expect to see the upside down kick and Sobot well represented.
Throw tick there, generates a bit of space to pop out the EX Sonic Blade. That is mad active.
Yeah, he just let it sit there. And then dash forward, right? Get some breathing room outside the corner.
That's +1. The drive rush down. He's going to get a conversion here into the cannon spike. Going to get some frame advantage as well, and that should be the round.
That had to be like the last recovery frame on the throw, too. He still got the punish counter out. I thought he was going to be too slow for a second.
Well, I think they're like, what, an odd 30 frames of with recovery?
Something like that, yeah. It is a significant window for sure.
You see that Poppy's doing true strings now for low forwards?
Oh.
Just to set up the tick throw now?
Yeah, to not get flash kicked in the gap. Well done.
Roundhouse again. Upside down kick. And remember, if they get hit by these heavies, their health gauge is going down, but their drive gauge is preserved. If you block it, that's a different story, see?
Yeah, it's a W for Infinite both ways, and what a response to the dive kick there.
Perfect parry.
And he even said predictable.
There you go. And I love it. Any combo that's got Guile stand fist in it, you know the damage is coming from it regardless. Sonic Hurricane.
Get off me.
Should be all right from here. A bit too close. The conversion to level 3 is coming. The wall splat. That should be the round. Not quite. Oh, no, it is.
Yeah, if he got the level 1 afterwards, puts her on a pixel, Sonic Blade set up. Oh, and the throw bait finally works out.
Does he run out of juggle points there? Because I'm pretty sure after the heavy Sonic Hurricane, he did get his flash kick. Maybe he ran out of juggle points there because it was a wall splat. I'll check that later. That's actually interesting.
Amazing. Oh, Poppy has been pretty good defensively up against the throw bait tech. He finally cracked at the end of the last round.
Oh, if that was a jump fierce. Maybe if that was a jump fierce. Oh, good block.
Baited, bro. And just not even going to spin level 3 or drive rush cancel, but either way, he's still very much in control. Oh, yeah, do it now. Let me get one more. You dead? Nah. What up?
Dive kicks, the upside down kick, converts straight into Delta Red Assault, the level 3. The 50 caliber comes out for the fire. And that will be one apiece here between these two. So that means that one's got to go home, and it's not looking too good for Infinite right now. Again, the dive kick placements are coming out. They're coming a little bit better here for Poppy. That means Infinite has to be a little bit more cognizant of what normal or what projectile to use at a certain range. Nice anti with the flash kick, though. Good start.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, I think, Infinite. I think his rhythm on the booms, his offense, I like it. He's not committing. He's not getting too anxious. The flash kicks have been on point. Oh, just I say that, though, didn't have it there. He was walking back from the sonic boom, so no down charge.
See there from Poppy. There's an dive kick. You can air throw the dive kicks, by the way, so I respect him doing the neutral jump, trying to air throw attempt. I think he's a bit too far, though. Level 1, gyro drive smasher. I'm not sure this is going to close out the round, but he gets Oki from this.
So much damage here, and yeah, just committing to the throw right there. Infinite with his back against the wall, reaching for the security blanket, only found death.
All right, match point here for Poppy. What a turnaround. Delays the cannon strike here.
And again, you see the true block streaks coming out, and immediately people love throwing their projectiles after the throw tech.
Yeah, so good choice there to actually commit to the quick spin knuckle. Gets a nice 30% from that.
Oh,
couldn't press stand finish, but yeah, he wasn't focused on that. He's probably waiting for a jump.
Yeah.
So again, I think Poppy's waiting for that level 2 to come through. He's waiting it out here. That is safe on block.
Oh, dive kicking and getting caught during the startup.
Any conversion, Poppy could go into level 2 and close this out. Good crouching light kick there from Infinite. He's about to build level 3 himself here, Ringe.
Indeed, and that's going to be a lot of damage threatened, especially with the anti-air. He can start walking back a little bit more liberally, but he's not going to get that chance. Crouch medium, kick the guard, and takes it 2-1.
There you have it. What a turnaround there for Poppy. Just slowly but surely adapting, making the correct adjustments there. And that means Infinite's journey has come to an end. I'm impressed. Regardless of what happened, I'm impressed with this guy play. I like that he does not tolerate boop from anyone. I love it. He just says flash kick if you don't keep your strings tight. And, of course, I like his offensive capabilities as a player. I'm definitely going to note down that combo he did in the corner with the wall splat and the level 1 Sonic Hurricane because I am highly curious about that.
I really liked his offense on Guile as well, right? We saw in the very first game, he was up against Dhalsim, right? And against Dhalsim, it's a little bit tougher for Guile to just sit back and play his traditional defensive zoning game. And he never even tried to play that. He was like, I'll just get in your face, I'll be aggressive, I'll jump at you with Guile, I'll just do things that make you uncomfortable. And in this set as well, I thought he put up a great fight, slugged it out with Cammy, didn't just get overwhelmed trying to play defense. Those are my favorite type of guys. That's why I like Do, because Knuckle Do is always willing to go on the offense, switch up the rhythm. He has just as good of an offensive guy as he does defensive guy, and I think those are the DNA strands that I see in Infinite's play.
Of course. So Poppy is the first player in the loser's side to book their place in the top 8 there. But who will he go up against? Veggie or Chino? We can talk about that match soon. However, like I said, we love high-level competition, and I hope you guys love high-level competition as well. 2 weeks of this has already happened, but it still continues, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, SFL, Street Fighter League, baby. SFL US Episode 3 should be happening Wednesday coming. And, of course, the time of when the stream goes live has changed. What was it before, Ridge?
It was 9 p.m. Pacific time. Praise be to the Capcom overlords. They heard our cries from the rooftops trying to get an earlier time, and they did just that. So again, new time starting next week. It's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific time. Vicious and Tasty Steve on the mic and all that. But Capcom Europe also announced something that's coming up soon as well, right, Jammers?
A SFL Europe 2023 is coming soon. I believe the date was announced on there as well. November 17th. It's actually not a long way away. Hopefully you can stick around. All the action there. Make sure you follow Capcom Fires on the respective social media outlets, the Twitch and the YouTube. But yes, just to reiterate, the new time for SFL US will be on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. PDT. So that means that's midnight for me. The old time, I could wake up in the morning. But now, I could go to bed to Street Fighter League. Either way.
Yeah.
It works out.
Dubs all around for sure on the time change. Big ups to Capcom for that. And now I want to talk to you all about Pockets. You know, you heard me talk about Buckler's Boot Camp earlier. Pockets is a little mini game where you can develop your character by training cute little dot pixel type joints. Definitely check it out. It's definitely something that just kind of companions the Buckler's Boot Camp. Just gives you something else to do in that little sphere while you're gathering information and intel on Street Fighter 6 and the players that play the game.
Of course, keep an eye out for that as well. And of course, last but not least, like I said, we talked about Chipotle before. It's back. It's partnered for the Capcom Capcom Pro Tour here as well. And as you can see, limited time only. You can get the carne asada. It is there with tender cuts of steak.
That's right.
With lime, cilantro, and signature spices. I read that off the sheet.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you now, I'm not going to expose myself and pretend I knew what that was.
My favorite part about the copy we have is that carne asada back on the grill for a limited time is in all caps. It's in all caps on our sheet.
Time, baby.
That's how we know it's limited time. You got to go out and get the carne asada while it's there to get personally one of my favorite cuts of meat. So I'll definitely be hitting that up after this early morning CPT. But for right now, I got to go scrounge together something while we take our last break of the day before we finish out top 16, right? We'll have a break after we finish top 16. But yeah, man, we are blazing through the bracket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Street Fighter 6.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Street Fighter 6.
Fighting is an art. And this is our canvas. Here, we flex our style, our passion, our creativity, our skills. We come here to break rules, to bend minds, to change the game. This is where we make an impression. This is where we make our masterpiece.
Fighter 6.
Available now.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. That they hit me down, fight through the pain when I'm in the zone. I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm slipping on them, watch, let them watch.
Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be.
We are here with the Nordic Giant and Pretty Boy at the same time. My man's Veggie. You know, I talked to Phenom in a previous interview.
Yeah.
And he put me onto some lore. You were the original Moose?
I was the original Moose thinker, like thinking about having the Moose. Because when we're gonna make a team, we were like I was thinking there's a Norwegian clothing brand called Moods of Norway. And I thought it would be cool if we were just called Moose of Norway. That team never happened though. It was like, yeah. So that was like a play with playing with like the other name. So it's fun.
You see the jersey you got on right now, 0-0 Nation.
Yes.
So, bro, tell me something about you guys.
I think like we're just players, so we don't know the specifics.
Yeah.
But, I think that to build a brand, you need to have more than just, okay, these guys are playing here now. Let's make it fun to follow them. What's going to happen this time? I feel like that's working really well because after the video for Capcom Cup, a lot of people were just coming up just to praise the video because the video was really good. It was really well made and was made in-house. So since they're doing a lot of video content for other like companies and stuff like that, it's just natural to also promote videos in 0-0 Nation, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it's some of the most fun part of the job is that you also get to play, which is great, but you also get to do the other things like the mini acting on videos. I think and I think it's a good way to create more awareness of the players.
Last thing I want to ask you about is, of course, even being able to play in Capcom Cup. That had to be like a dream come true. Not just dream come true. I mean, you worked for it, you hustled for it. So what was that like for you, man, playing in Cup?
I felt like that was such a big thing. And after that, I haven't felt pressure in the tournament the same way since then. I Capcom Cup, obviously, but then managing to not like just have a bad performance, having a decent performance.
Yes.
Not the best performance, but decent.
Yes.
It's just taking so much pressure off that, you know, that ego you fight with yourself all the time.
Yeah, now
so
you know, you've proven it to yourself that you...
Exactly.
Yes.
So now I feel it's a lot more fun to enter tournaments and I feel less pressure because of it. I know some people might feel more pressure, but I feel like now you've done something most players have never done, so you can be happy about that. And then just try to play your best and continue to play your best. And maybe that can help me play better at some point in the future.
Bro, 100%. And honestly, man, that makes me happy as heck to hear that. And since you were so hyped when you qualified for Cup. And then, of course, like you said, the way that you even performed there at Cup, bro. I expect a whole lot more from you in Street Fighter 6 as well. Man's like Veggie, the Nordic Giant. We have more CPT action coming at you right now.
And welcome back to CPT for the Nordic Baltic fused with Eastern European here, calling it CPT Europe Northeast. Myself, Jammers, and Ringe continue to call the action here. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it, learning more about the players as well as understanding more about the game, because the meta for Street Fighter 6 changes each and every waking minute, not day, minute.
Legit.
So it's fun. But how you been finding the guys so far?
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. I'm really glad that for the CPT Onlines, we've gotten to include these segments where it's player interviews from the specific regions, right? So I love hearing from Veggie. Obviously, we talked about it. 0-0 Nation has been doing really cool things on social media and in general, for sure. And I remember at last Capcom Cup, me and Logan were arguing about who the most handsome player was there, and Veggie was in the top 2. So, you know. Straight up.
Yeah,
Pretty Boy and Nordic Giant. I agree.
It's just a general rule of thumb. It's the genuine consensus that Veggie is one of the most handsome guys in the world.
And he's lucky because he's like a big fella, so he's got the teddy bear aspect to him. You know what I mean? That's why he's the Nordic Giant. He's just such a sweet person.
That's Moose Thinker.
The pioneer of Moose thinking, Veggie. We will give him all credit to that, of course.
If he said that to me in person, I'd be like, what are you?
But let's take a look at the bracket, because I know Veggie is still alive here in our top 16. He's looking to get into that top 8 qualification spot. He's actually going to be in our next match up against Chino, who looked very strong in his opening match up against Ixion. And then after that, we will follow with Rickman's Barnett against Banja and Shady Imposter versus Hercules Hulk to end the day.
Yeah, those are actually very good matches to close it out there. No double ups here. I think that's one of each. One of the 6 different characters here. Going to be great. But let's find out who Oppie Blue Beast will be facing amongst these two here. So like we said, Veggi's part of the same team as Phenom, 0-0 Nation. These guys converse, they talk, they compete in the same brackets. So he's going to have accrued that necessary Ken experience. However, I always say don't get too comfortable with someone's playstyle.
Yes.
Because matchups played a huge part in SF5. Hear me out. This is more of a systematic game where you have to think about drive rush. Anything you do is technically not true because of drive parry. There's drive impact. There's extra variables to add to the ingredients now. So it's kind of difficult to really go, okay, here's what I know about the matchup here. This punishes that, X, Y, and Z. So the variance. And if you get too comfortable with someone's playstyle, that can really throw you off.
Yeah, and I feel like the system mechanics really enhance like player expression and playing characters different ways. I feel like there's so much more room to distinguish your character from somebody else that plays the same character because of the system mechanics in this game. And Ken for sure is one of those. I feel like there's so many different styles of Ken players, the ones that want to be solid, the ones that want to get in your face, the ones that will abuse Jinrai pressure, the ones that won't, the ones that will just throw out a heavy Jinrai here and there when they know you're looking for something. So let's see. Chino obviously aggressive. We saw that in the first game. Let's see how Veggie kind of handles that.
Well, the thing is, if Veggie can force Chino to play some footsies, withstand hard kicks and get a whip punish there, maybe galvanize and do something to catch it with an SPD, it can work out for him. But then when Chino wants to go aggressive, hyper aggressive, he will do so. But he's already edged into the corner just by walking. This is good. He wouldn't DI here, it's too obvious, but I like how he's just walked without having to necessarily spend any drive gauge to do so. That's an art in and of itself.
Absolutely, and I mean, every single bar of drive meter matters so much to Zangief. So if you can get the screen advantage without spinning any of it, that's huge, and then you can get the cancel off the light button.
No SPD there, yeah, going to generate some pushback, and then that actually caught the recovery, that EX Fireball there, but it's too far to get a conversion.
The headbutt, he knew Chino was worried about the SPD. Oh, it just pops off with it, no more guessing.
I love Zangief's headbutt in this game. Special cancelable, you can't actually drive reverse it on block. I believe it's +4 or 5 on block as well.
Wow.
It's actually a pretty damn good tool. Sweep the sweep.
Yeah, try to sweep, punish his initial sweep. Didn't catch it in time, so now Chino's got a big opening. Drive rush throw, teched.
There we go. Slowing it down once again here. And again, despite these guys playing at a snail's pace, the health's almost tantamount to one another. Really.
Yeah, only 26 left on the clock. What a whip punish from Veggie here. And again, catches them worried about the SPD. Just shows them the dome.
I told you, man, this guy is meticulous. He works on his footsies every time he plays the game. He loves that aspect about the game. You have to throw him off. And Cyclone Larry can catch him. I think he's going to do the full conversion. Hell Stab, EX Push Dynamite. There it is. That's 4,000 damage.
Let me get that 40% of your life off rip.
He's in there. Lariat again. He can't close the gap. He does the wheel kick.
Oh, and finally the OD uppercut again. Chino, I mean, he's either been holding up or he's been OD uppercutting.
Into the machine gun
wow. I can't believe the rest of the target combo missed. Don't see that often. Very meter efficient in terms of the drive gauge on that punish counter combo.
That's going to be the round.
Oh, and the game. Veggie of 1-0.
I'm thinking when Chino got that punish kind of stand fiercely into low forward, I think he should have converted to level 3. Kind of threatened Veggie's drive gauge a little bit more there. Probably wasn't thinking about it at the time. It's all in the past now.
I think he was more concerned with not going into burnout himself. So like all that brain power got dedicated to not doing a drive rush combo.
Spacing trap with the wheel kick. You got to be careful. And he's getting too obvious with these Shoryukens here.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. It's going to be like 35%. Push Dynamite. Close the gap. SPD can close this out.
Oh, give me that. Woo! You try to jump, you get a little bit too antsy right now, Veggie.
I said the Nordic Giant with the Nordic Lariat. Let's go.
Straight up.
He's menacing with that space, encroaching in on an uncomfortable space here. What a parry.
Yeah, just parries the cross up top to attempt.
Throw take again. My favorite track in the stage in the game.
And look at Veggie, man. Like, he's so ahead on drive meter as well. The pressure just so far on Chino's side.
Dude, he's extremely comfortable against Ken. He's showing you complete dominance here. No
SPD
again.
Yet. Oh, and then the counter hit again. Colin trying to wake up with buttons. Veggie making every right read on offense.
Jackhammer to close it out.
Oh, let me get that. Who's next? 2-0 to Veggie.
There you go. And obviously, again, as a big body player, you have to know when the guys are trying to snuff out the SPD. And you know what? I have been saying this in this game. you might have to let guys just let the SPD rock with the way the system functions. Because remember, it's not just light lariat.
Yeah.
It's light, drive rush, light, medium, all this jazz. And then they can implement the reset at any given point. So are you going to hold up during the combo or before it? And because everyone's still in the mindset of holding up at typical scenarios, it just makes it easier for these guys to send you to the corner and make it 10 times easier. But phenomenal play there by Veggie. Good stuff.
And another thing about Veggie is that he's got so much experience on the grappler characters on Zangief at this point that he hunts down and he's able to tell when a player is just going to completely commit to the up back or a wake up button, right? He like never even tried to go for any SPDs on Chino's wake up because he recognized that it wasn't going to work. He was always interested in waking up with an OD reversal or waking up with backdashes and jumps, and he just stuffed that again and again with the headbutt. Who's next?
Yeah, there you go. Closing it out with the jackhammer there. And that will be Veggie booking his spot in the top 8 tomorrow. Going up against Poppy Bluebee. So job well done here for the players from 00 Nation. Yeah, no, actually, no. Tell a lie. If we're talking in SFL aspects, there's still one more player from 00 Nation in this region to qualify. Then it will be job well done. But the 3 quarters of the team are there. But we will be setting up our next match here with Rickerman's Barnet going up against Banja. Banja had a great performance there against King Funk before. And now he'll be going up against Rickerman's Jury. Now, when was the last time? You do see this matchup, but you have to go looking for it. In tournament play, again, because we see less of Blanca and it's more in the hands of specialist players or have something else in the pocket, like, Menard D, Problem X, shouts to Nishikin still playing the Blanca as well.
Yes, sir.
You don't really see him as often. I'm curious to see how Rickerman will handle the way Banja likes to do, jump back in general and then do the really delayed air Blanca balls. Is he just going to allow him to do some of the plushies? Maybe he just might throw out an EX Fuha just to counter that in place so he doesn't move. Yeah. Because sometimes I feel you've got to throw out an EX Fireball for the block stun and the knockback in general just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room to regain that momentum. So it'll be interesting.
And I'm wondering, if he does throw out the fireballs and whatnot, I wonder if Banja, if he recognizes it's not an OD fireball and it's pretty far away, if he just takes that moment to throw out a plushie himself, right? He's like, I'm going to react, just get the plushie on screen. This is a moment where I don't have to worry about Jury drive rushing across the screen in my face, right? So, yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how both sides play this one. As you mentioned, I don't think we've really seen it at super high level recently. I feel like we had, Nephew versus Mena at CEO Grand Finals, but that was when the game was brand new. So, I don't really recall much of this matchup recently, so let's see how it plays out.
There you go already, Air Blanca boy, so he's not dealing with that, and he tried to go for a meaty command grab, but good jump back there from Rickerman, and already, I like that, see? So he's doing stand hard punch. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's doing that for the Air Blanca ball, or he preemptively done that anyway.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, right, where when you have a typical button that you like to press, when it also thwarts an opponent's option just naturally, that's a big thing.
100%. Replenishing some drive gauge there, trying to do the hop.
Oh, and again, just spacing out the OD air balls. Banja, he's trying to rely on that a little bit too much right now.
As soon as he gets knocked down.
Yeah, you called it before in the first set. Rickerman Barnett loves looking for that overhead reset. Banja ready for it here.
Nice frame trap there with the back medium. Goes for a throw there. Wasn't confident it was going to hit. No crosscut there from Rickerman. To be fair, crosscuts are annoyingly difficult in this game.
Yeah.
Wall splat. Sets up a plushie soon, I think. Or is he just going to do
the end of this? Yeah, at the end of this.
Oh,
and then he hopped through the wake up DP. Oh, insult to injury.
Nah, that was gangster. That was actually sick. Good stuff there. I think he was definitely trying to snuff that out. And get this right, EX Blankable actually takes off a bar of the opponent's right for the heavy one. Yeah. You just get more mileage because you're spending more. The plushie's still there.
He's coming, bro.
Yep. Hold that.
Going to the other side. Clean anti-air from Rickerman this time.
Mighty Beast to completely dissipate.
And yeah, again, right, he puts out the fireball. He's like, oh, you're going to put out the fireball? I'll let the Blanca Chan do work. Baits out the DP again. Oh, man, that's going to hurt.
That's 2 for 2 now, Ringe. He's not going to go for a third one here.
Oh,
almost.
Dude. Recovers in time to not pay for it.
Heavy Blanca ball head connects.
Oh, and then the light Blanca ball into the immediate light kick. Burns himself out in the process here. That's surrendering a big advantage. He had the corner. He could have thrown it with drive impact, but in air-to-air.
And he saw that coming as well.
Are we going to CA it up? Yes, indeed. Does not want to let this round get out of his control.
Now, I think by the end of this, he'll have his drive gauge back, and he'll be in a nice position here. Is it enough to do a DI? I don't think so.
Oh, he just off-scored! Are you kidding me?
That's crazy. He was at a good range to do DI there as well, Ringe, but he had other plans.
Indeed.
Chase him down before he can do the air Blanca ball.
Oh, and then he recovers his drive meter in time. No more threat in the hop. live by it, die by it, right into the waiting arms of Jury.
Dude, his utilization of Blanca's hop throughout this first game alone has been absolutely marvelous here from Banjo.
Oh, I love that. That's what we talked about before, too. That drive rush stand heavy kick catches a lot of drive rush checkpoints.
All right, Lightning Beast is going to convert into a full combo here.
You ain't going nowhere.
Flush is coming. He's going to reverse or leave it. That was that was very audacious.
Good block on the cross up. Caught him parrying with the Lightning Beast.
Now he's trying to hold up. That's the round. That's it.
Yeah, boy, that's the game as well. Banja up 1-0.
Oh, gets that perfect there.
A Lightning Beast. Oof, what a super, bro.
And again, our special Snowflake here is showing us a different way or different search how to use it. And this is what we were talking about before, right?
Yeah.
Are you just going to let him arbitrarily summon the plushies? Nice conversion with the punish counter round.
7 frames startup, 9 active frames on the stand rounders.
Yeah. No conversion there. I think he didn't have his charge in time for the Blanka ball. Get away there. Plushie.
Oh, yeah, just get stuffed right there.
Well, you actually might see Blanka get rid of all the plushies only because... Reset!
Oh, you called it, bro. He loves resetting the scaling so quick.
Still there. He's not going to do drive reversal. Try to hold up.
You saw him. He let the drive rush rock a little bit extra time to blow up the fuzzy timing for Banjo. Well done. No free defensive options here.
Flushy again. He just pops them out.
In the neutral, bro.
And then we said at the fireball coming out in response to that.
Like, I'm an expert claw player, bro. I can go get these anytime I want.
It's fireball just to keep him caged in the corner here, and then a reversal again. All right, gonna burn himself out. I like it. I burned myself out my own volition. You're joining me.
Great day, bro. Both players burnt out.
There you go. Pressure being applied here. He's about to build his level 3 as well, but Feng Shui, if he gets the combo right, he should close it out. He should close it out. And there you have it.
Rickman and Barnett responding with 2 rounds straight to tie it up.
And roundhouse from the chain, from the Feng Shui, making it 1 apiece here. And that's all to play for.
Oh, and look at how much time he had to still punish the recovery. Now you got caught reaching. Banja, don't let this get out of control, bro. Now he's trying to jump.
Nice drive rush low. Delay Blanka ball there.
He wanted to walk out, I think, to make it whiff, but didn't get far enough. We're still in control, though.
Level 1. Oh, I thought he was going to do level 1 there, but the throw's going to close it out. Not necessarily perfect, but we might as well call it the ghetto perfect here. The shoes on the other foot. Orikaman's Barnet took his place in the top 8 there.
Both players staring it down, and Banja knows his back's against the wall right here. He's not. Oh, trying to get too aggressive, and the driver's in the hop back. What a bait.
Nah, his way he's been utilizing has been fantastic.
There's combos.
Yeah, there was a combo. It's still fine, though.
Oh, and that's actually not good enough. I can't believe it didn't hit the wall.
Gonna try again.
Oh, my God. Go into the well until it's dry.
Oh, this guy's brilliant. Here comes the Blanka plushie. Yeah, that's the electric version. Oh, sorry, the EX version.
As you mentioned, baby, it's projectile priority in this game. OD projectiles beat normal projectiles straight up. And that's what the Blanka Chen was.
Round start, Lightning Beast. Good choice. That's what Mena RD does.
How you going to do this now? How you going to get by it? Oh,
not like that.
Oh, God.
Drive rush in. Yeah, he could have drive rushed and got the sweep.
Yeah. Nonetheless, though. Yeah, Lightning Beast so good. Set up another Blanka Chen. Tries to cross him up. He's able to react in time and then throws the parry attempt.
Hey,
20%.
I'll spend my bar to get 20% like that. Big damage. He's got to spend the level 1. He's got to do shout to earth.
Banja, not quite. Ooh, reaching.
Just waiting it here, being patient. Orikaman wants to use that level 3, but not yet.
Oh, this Blanka's burnout crouch stance, such savagery, bro. Knuckles on the ground. Literally dragging his knuckles.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's a punish counter. No level 3 yet. He's playing
with
no!
Bro. I loved it because he let the drive rush rock just a little bit longer again. He blew up his defensive timing again, tried to reset into the drive impact, but Banja ready to toss it in the trash. Well done.
Dude, what a blood-pumping set that was. I tell you what, he did the hard part. He got the punish counter, crouch medium punch. But he had other ideas. So I think he thought a reset was coming. But that throw that came out at the very last minute there from Banja, I think he was already locked into that decision.
Yeah, same.
He was already locked into that decision. But I love the back and forth here. These guys are showing you things that they like to do as players. I like how Orikaman's Barnet uses reversal to interrupt strings and on wake up all the time. But then, like I said, just to regurgitate, how Banja was using Blanka's hop just in general. In the corner, mid-screen, on wake up.
Yeah, bro. Like, what? so many different ways to bait it out with the drive rush and hop back. Like, such cool utilization. And that's what his opponent talked about going up against him in the first round, right? He's like, every Blanca is a special snowflake. This character's got so many interesting tools and ones that people don't utilize a lot, right? Because they're pretty risky. But if you can find ways to implement them into your game plan often, it really throws the opponent for a loop. Well done for Banja. Qualifying in the top 8 over Rickerman's Barnett is something that deserves to be applauded. So we'll see him once again tomorrow.
Unlucky there for Rickerman's Barnett, but that means 3 of the 4 players from 0-0 Nation for the SFL leagues are going to be in the top 8 tomorrow. But now we got to determine for our very last set of the day who will be going up against Banja between Shady Imposter and Hercules Hulk here. DJ Honda. I did say when I saw this on the bracket determined, I was like, tall order. This could be a Herculean task.
You looked way too pleased with yourself. I want you to know. The camera wasn't on us, but I got y'all viewers at home. Jammers, ooh, he was smelling his own aroma with that one. I tell you what.
Don't worry.
He liked that one a lot. Let me tell you what.
I mean, it is a word.
It was good, though. Yeah, Herculean is not one that we get to use often. So the fact that you used it properly with the context of the person's name,
thank you.
I applaud you.
I'll go give my props every now and then. I'm the guy who gives himself his own medal, by the way. I'm a player.
Hear that meme? You got right behind. Thank you, Jammers.
Pleasure,
You're welcome,
always.
Jammers.
It's hard doing this stuff, you know? Go reward yourself sometimes. Anyway, it's going to be DJ versus Honda. My biggest problem is the heavy air slasher against headbutts. I'm not sure if EX headbutt actually goes through heavy air slasher. I need to double check that because obviously it's one hit armor. Of course, as well, the drive rush checks, because we've been talking about drive rush check as just part of the meta now. People are coming up with amazing answers. Like DJ. DJ will drive rush and then do a sway to the funky slicer to stop your check.
And Shady Imposter, he was constantly doing the funky slicers, the sways. He wanted it all, right? And you can see already representing it here. I want to see if he starts to take that sky, do the sharp knee, if he's going to do a stand fierce. Stand fierce should be pretty good against that. But, yeah, let's get it popping.
Drive reversal. Done that a bit late. That could have been blocked. Usually when you do drive rush cancels, you should hold down back because you're going to go into a crouching attack or whatnot anyway. But
see, Shady Imposter, he wouldn't drive rush soul bot from that far away, having confidence that Hercules was going to check, which he did.
Right, goes low with the forward HK there. And a whip punish with the stand fierce. Going to go into the Teppo slaps. Take it straight to the corner, but missed his second drive rush cancel there.
Indeed. That's unfortunate. Some damage left on the table here. Shady Imposter going to try to get his way back into this with air slashers. TB eats a couple of projectiles. There's a sharp knee. Actually responds to it with the OD headbutt instead of the stand fierce. Oh!
Butt slam.
You don't think I'll represent the week 1?
I'm not sure if DJ's got an answer because the pushback on the
headbutt.
The headbutt's actually pretty far. I'm not sure. Maybe DJ's gonna sweep. Just because it connects to the tip anyway. It's -8, so he's fine. Speaking of sweeps,
it'll definitely at least catch him trying to jump if he does it afterwards, right? Or if he commits to some type of other option.
Still waiting, +2, and I think he's trying to bait something there.
Good stuff.
And see a jackknife maximum, and that is such a late cancel there with the funky slicer. He's gonna not build level 3 in time. I thought he was gonna drive rush cancel to get level 3, but.
Oh, and again, the down charge, ready for these butt slams. And then ready for the drive rush normal. Shady Imposter with a bounce back.
What a round there from Shady Imposter. And yeah, the hitbox, the vertical hitbox on Jackknife Maxim is actually it's pretty amazing.
Bro, that butt slam beats a whole lot of anti-airs, like if you don't time them correctly, right? So these Jackknife just being it clean each time, something to note.
Target combo, the one that Shady Imposter likes to use a lot. He might start implementing more good bait on their head, but I think he should maximize all of this. I think he should do the whole thing.
It's
no! He did the Dave Chappelle on both of us.
He did.
He did the Dave Chappelle. And he's going to close it out there. It's not a double perfect, but we might as well say it's as good as any. He did that intentional reset into the waning moon, got the full conversion into the level 3.
That was cold-blooded.
Could have fooled me, mate. You did.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We both got duffed by that one, to say the least.
That's Jackknife Maximum there to break momentum there. Hopefully Hulk does not get deterred by that, but he's taking a lot of health or damage in the process here, Ringe.
He is indeed. Got caught reaching on the last one. Drive rush. He finds the timing there, but some damage left. Oicho to make up for it.
Wow, I didn't wake up sweating. He's doing the Ixion, the double.
Let me get it, bruh.
Rushing with a sweep. That was -4, I think. That might be a 5-frame jab, actually. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that whole scenario.
We shall see. Either way. Get our research together in the future. That headbutt barely connects there. Shady Imposter taking his opportunity.
This is what I'm talking about, the double air slashes. It forced him to jump and then tried to do the sumo splash.
God, I'm trying to do something right there. The long legs.
Oh, he should have committed to the back roundhouse. Usually when I see that, drive rush into lights are very good because it sets up a tick throw anyway. And you're spending less bar to set up a tick throw.
Yes.
But if you commit to the back roundhouse, they got the conversion. It'll be a different scenario or outcome entirely.
Oh, and you love the sweep trades if you're a DJ. Getting that hard knock down the opponent, and this time just raw hitting. Oh, they're both slugging it out right there. Shady, though, can't quite find the rhythm he wants. Hercules gets himself out of the corner here, tried to bait out something on the drive rush.
Senti of the jackknife maximum again. Going to drive rush in and close the gap. There it is. Oh, he's done. He might have to do level 2. He might have to do level 2, though. No, level 1.
You've been reaching too much, brother. Oh, puts him on the pixel, but the burnout afterwards. Just send it. We good.
That was such a nasty technique. I didn't win, but I did win.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have won.
The sumo spirit at 99 seconds.
Right, pressure there into the headbutt conversion. Set to the corner, not having any of it with the F jackknife maximum. Pops out the air slashes again.
And Hercules, he had just tried to bait something out with the drive rush, right? So I like Shady's bet this time. Figured that he would commit to it. Conversion off of the sumo spirit.
The whole thing. Yep.
Oh, you dead, fam! Off of that is the power of having the sumo spirit installed.
Man said it's the sumo damage.
Oh, Hercules Hulk tying it up.
And said the power of sumo lives on.
For real.
The spirit.
Don't get it twisted.
Well, this is the thing, right? You always gotta be careful because you're basically one combo, one sequence away from losing it. Even if you didn't play badly.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you didn't play, you can still lose while playing amazing.
Exactly. And I'm wondering if that kind of encourages Shady Imposter to be aggressive at round start now, so Hercules just doesn't get a free sumo spirit at 99 seconds. Double up on the headbutts, though. He's making some brave choices.
My man doubled down. He's definitely doing it.
Be in and out.
Rushes in. Funky Slicer too far. He could have got a jackknife maximum, but he wasn't charging. And that's a difficult conversion to get because of spatial awareness. Yeah.
Oh, he loves it, bro. He loves it. Mistimes the overhead. Doesn't get parried for it. Headbutt again, thwarting Shady's attempt. And he keeps trying to take his turn, but he is not allowed to do so.
Dude, Shady Imposter might be leaving the tournament. Who knows? Hercules Hulk, he put in a fantastic performance here, Ringe.
Absolutely, man. Really coming out, making you deal with this Honda. Oh, he gets caught reaching again, though. That's
missing.
That's punishable. Stretch.
He missed his light kick, unfortunately, there. No anti-air from the air slash of feint.
Oh, nice jump back there, dodging the headbutt this time. Get that corner carry going, just tosses him in case he wakes up with the OD headbutt. That will work against it.
What a bait. That third throw would have worked, but he got it nice and delayed, and it looks like you can do that relatively last minute so that DJ will auto-correct and get a guaranteed jackknife maximum on that hit. We're going to another final round between two players here.
Busts out with it right there. The OD headbutt's going to give him an early life lead.
And a sumo spirit as well. Yeah, he's waiting. He's scared.
Oh, and he got caught trying to move after the crouch fierce again. That's mad damage to E for it.
He hasn't blocked one of those yet. I wonder if the EX jackknife maximum is going to get Shady Imposter in trouble. He's waiting here, headbutt.
Oh, very scary. No responses, though. These headbutts have gone unchecked.
One combo will do it. One hit will do it.
I thought he was going to Oicho.
That's punishable. Yeah, it's punishable. Right up close. You can't do that there. So he's going to do Weekend Festival. And he's going to get a lot of dry gauge momentum here from this. And the drive rush bait could do something.
Oh, that's exactly what he tried to do. Hercules didn't fall for it here. Tries the drive rush cancel. Immediately checks that with the up kicks.
He's still got level 2.
Oh, again, these headbutts are not checked. Shady Imposter burns himself out, but he's in burnout. You were 2+, dog, and he's dead. Hercules Hulk closes it out with the command grab.
Damn, this is it. What happens when you're drunk on power? You come to your own before.
Suffering from success right there, bro. I am 2+ for this throw to connect.
It happens, man. And this is why, again, at the speed and the pace of this game, you do forget sometimes because for the vast majority of the matches, you're doing regular scenarios that you're comfortable with in terms of the frame data more than the burnout scenario. So like when you set up a tick throw or set up situations, You do that for 9/10 of the match, and then you burn out. It's still muscle memory. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, wait, I'm an extra like 4 frames advantage here. And remember, we spoke about this before. Accidental throws are a huge thing in this game now.
Huge, man. And that's the thing, right, is that in the moment, all of these players know these throws don't work off of those situations, right? But in the heat of the moment, when you're thinking about all of the things that have happened in the match, all of that context, and you have to make these heated choices in split seconds, some things just slip through the cracks and you end up going for an option that doesn't work out. The damage on this combo, though, was ridiculous.
Dude, I actually kind of love his, enhanced or magnified 100-hand slap extension combos.
Yeah.
'Cause I like the animation to it. And then there's like, level 3's coming, so you're just in so much trouble
There
there.
it was, bro.
And there you have it. But yeah, the back and forth, the rally adaptation between these two guys and what they were doing just to kind of win that set in general was fantastic to see. Brilliant stuff there from Hercules Hulk. We'll be seeing him tomorrow. So Blanca versus Honda. How about that? Did you guys expect that in a top 8?
Yeah, for real. That's going to be a barn burner, bro. I know a lot of people were like, Blanca is like the graduation version of Honda, right? Like, where like a lot of people that wanted to kind of abuse the early Honda shenanigans. Again, maybe you should look into Blanca. So that's going to be a fun one, 100%. But again, this CPT online for Europe Northeast is not the only Capcom Pro Tour online premiere we got going on. We have a bunch of regional online events that you could sign up for right now, including the next one being Europe West. So again, if you're in that region, I implore you, visit CapcomProTour.com. Make sure you're all signed up. It's already open to do so. Just get that handled. Set the alarm for when the tournament's going to be going down to make sure you do not miss it. This is one of the only chances you get to qualify for Capcom Cup. So you got to go to one of 3 offline premieres, 2 already in the book. There's only 1 left. So it's your online premiere as well as your World Warrior events. As you can see, the offline premiere for France coming up in just a week's time, November 3rd through the 5th. And it's going to be so sick.
Yes, I should be down there, which is going to be a good time.
My man.
Offline in France there, enjoying the action. And again, Singapore offline was so brilliant. It was stupendous to see. And I'm hoping offline CPT for France can kind of live up to the hype that Singapore delivered. We want to keep that momentum going.
I have no doubt that it will, man. France in general is one of the best countries to visit for fighting game tournaments. The French people are so enthusiastic and the energy is out of control. So I know that tournament is going to be off the chain.
Yes, keep an eye out for that here. And this is what the tournament schedule is looking like in general. Like you said, France CPT is happening a week from now. And then after that, we'll be following on preparing for the Western European CPT. And of course, on November 18th, mark down your calendars there because that's the Middle Eastern region. And we were there for Gamers 8. And some of the players that we were talking to and the Arabic talent, shout out to the whole Arabic community.
Yeah, it was really
They
sick,
have some amazing guys. They're exuberant guys. We love that.
Yeah.
But they have got quite a bunch of
absolutely.
characters when it comes to playing fighting games. So do keep an eye out for that there as well. And of course, like we said, there's various ways to qualify for the CPT. You also have the World Warrior. So as we talk about the players signing up for Europe West, the players have actually gone through, I believe they've gone through 4 of their 5 ranking events for the leaderboards here. But then again, to kind of throw a spanner in the works, that ripple in the waves, that's where the premiere comes in. But hey, it's all about consistency and a way to book your place to the regional finals. There is different ruling to the regional finals this year, by the way. If you make the top 8, the top 4 are in the winner's side of the bracket and the bottom 4 in the loser's side. There's a different change, a very big change in the World Warrior. But there's over 26 different regions there, so which means we'll get a totality of 26 regional champions, and they'll all put themselves in contention for the grand prize of $1 million here for first place at the CPT finals.
Yeah, I believe Fudo just won the World Warrior 4 event in
Number
Japan.
5. So he's
Oh,
got
was
2.
it 5?
Yeah, he's got 2 now.
Oh, okay.
So I think their ranking is done.
Well, there you go. Fudo in the building with the DJ. Yeah, but be sure to tune into all the World Warrior events going on around the world. Some of the best tournaments you're going to find for Street Fighter 6 are in those World Warrior streams. But today we have finished our matches. Top 16 is over. We've accomplished our top 8. But to really get in the mood to recap it, I'm going to need some Chipotle. You feel me? So we'll be right back with the Chipotle Unwrapped segment. We're going to have our snacks. We're going to have our eats going. Don't go anywhere.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Objection!
Let's get this mission started.
Is your Capcom He is your 2018 champion.
We got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air.
We back in the field, back. We ready, it's time.
Ooh, punish counter.
Inside of the huddle, you know that I cry. A dangerous smile, a weapon of choice from pushing the line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better.
Big Bird in trouble.
My end game is number one. Bet it all, give me my cash. Supreme game, can't stop it. Take off like a rocket. Break it back, don't bend mine. I'm the one now, you can't hide.
What an upset. What an upset.
Fight with all your heart.
This is our moment.
Nobody saw this happening. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter.
It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise.
It's unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
Over nothing! Great desert.
This is a different Chris CCH. I don't know who this young man is.
Time to
We ready whenever. The world is rising. The time is now. No other option. No other way. Play to win the way that we play.
My man looks so happy.
In front of the pack. Leading the way. It's time to reign.
Angry Bird's momentum, his speed in general, is so hard to keep up.
Been to the bottom, ain't nothing to fear. We winning the game.
Meta RD taking it down convincingly against the biggest sprint that we've seen thus far.
This is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever.
Doing it for the time.
History in the making.
This is our moment. Yeah, this is our time.
This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous.
This is our moment. This is our time.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
With this thing, full fight.
execute.
Audio.
You are your Street Fighter League US champions.
Always see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. That they hit me down, fight it through the pain. When I'm in the zone, I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch. Born ready to
I feel like there should be a nice little tune, nice little jingle to this Chipotle Unwrapped screen right here, because this is the post-show segment of Top 16 Capcom Pro Tour Online for North Europe and East Europe. In the building, we have combined the region, just like we're about to combine these chips with our stomachs. Big ups to Chipotle for sponsoring this end of tournament segment, not end of tournament, but end of day one segment, as we have determined our top 8 today. But yeah, man, I'm gonna eat these, so go ahead, talk what you gonna talk.
You know what's crazy? So I always made it like a golden rule not to eat on stream. And now we're just encouraged to do it. So now, live on camera, you're actually going to see me break years of something I just never done and just go.
That's right. Rules are more like guidelines in a way. We remember what Captain Barbosa told us, bro. We remember.
Done. That's it. Also, no one told me in the briefing that we were going to do a mukbang.
Yeah, you were like, what? Yeah.
So, what?
This is a genre of stream that you've admired from afar, but never delved into personally, correct?
Because I always found it, I'm like, okay, you're watching the streamer eat.
That's right.
And I'm like, okay, this ain't no anime where you just get encouraged. I'm hungry too. They're talking about any old different thing. We're going to be talking about, obviously, the brackets here, but I'm just
maybe you're finding it. Maybe you're developing a new genre of mukbang where it's like inspirational speech. Like you combine like Tony Robbins with like eating. You know what I mean? Like get a TED Talk while you're eating some Chipotle. Look into that Chipotle. But anyway, let's take a look at this bracket and see how it broke down today because we had an electrifying top 16. Phenom and Shady Imposter to start us off, right? I thought it was going to be a close set, but Phenom just looked so prepared for everything Shady Imposter was going to throw at him. He ended up getting into that winner's qualifying spot. Lord Venom as well, just destruction on the JP. Followed and echoed by Juicy Joe, also able to take down Veggie with his own JP. And Mirkin really put the stop on whatever Poppy tried to do with that Luke and took it himself.
Yeah, and how this top 8 winner side bracket is looking. Phenom, Lord Venom, Juicy Joe, Mirkin. Can't wait to see that there. The strongest JPs in the region in the winner side of the top 8 makes complete sense. Then you got, you know, arguably to the other top 3 characters, depending on who you ask there, with the Ken and Phenom, with the Mirkin, with Luke. So it's all aligning up here and making so much sense here. So really can't wait to see that. And of course, I don't know. Is it going to be just... I'm like, am I actually doing this on stream?
It looked like the queso had just like rattled your brain for a second. You're like, I was gonna make another Street Fighter point, but how about I just put a chip in my mouth? That was pretty good. But yeah, man.
Well, I mean, look, when you do that, you're like, yeah, Ringe, we're gonna talk about this very interesting topic, and then just one sec. Chips pretty good.
No, you have to understand. I have to enjoy when I want to enjoy. I get it.
Sometimes the greatest ideas come from when you and your boys are just munching.
It'd be true.
And we're talking some Street Fighter as well. So
enterprises have been built during munch hours. All I'm saying for sure. But yeah, losers bracket was fantastic as well. Can I get a reminder of that real quick? I know everyone enjoys us eating, but I just needed a quick reminder on the loser side of things. If y'all don't mind, this is a great top 8 winner side, as we mentioned, has gotten everything all good and locked away. But we saw some electrifying losers matches as well, where Poppy was able to take down Infinite, right? I thought Infinite was really a surprise, a player I was unfamiliar with going into this top 16. I thought his guy looked really strong because he had a great balance of both defense and offense. And maybe he hasn't fine-tuned it to the point where he's optimal in every situation, but I really like his fundamentals and where his foundation is being built. Veggie and Cheeto, electrifying match, both very aggressive. Veggie able to take him down with the Geef. Banja as well, taking down Rickaman. I would consider that an upset on the Blanca.
Yeah.
And then Hercules Hulk taking down Shady Imposter. Another upset in my eyes.
Yeah, just depending, because both Rickaman and Shady Imposter are offline tournament winners this year.
Literally.
Obviously off the circuit. Shady Imposter with only the best 5 in Italy. Rickaman's won it with Versus Fighting in the UK back in August. So yeah, you'd think they kind of ride that momentum. But sometimes, you know, on the day performances trump consistency. And Shady Imposter and Rickaman's Barnet, in terms of their World Warrior performances and just overall consistency on like practicing and staying fit for matches online, like, there's some of the best there. But Banja and Hercules Hulk, phenomenal stuff. Good. Hopefully we get to see more of them in competitive play, because I don't know if they entered the World Warriors that frequently. Banja I know has, but I'll try and double check his stats on the World Warrior because I know he made top 8 in about 1 or 2 of them. So he's on the tail end of points. Hercules Hulk, first time ever seen him, and that's what you like about Street Fighter 6 and this as well, because so remember, it's also a tactic. It's a much bigger gamble because you're doubling down on this.
Yeah,
some people don't enter World Warriors at all. They just go, right, I'll go for the big one.
Yeah. Don't want to give these people any intel, right? Like, try to catch them off guard with what you've been developing.
But that's for and against. That's a double-edged sword.
100%. Because you're not gathering any info on them, right? You're kind of gambling that whatever your decisions are in like a tournament environment are just going to be more effective than your opponent, even without gathering what they like to do, or just gathering it via videos and whatnot like that. But it's different when you actually play against someone. There's little things you'll notice that you wouldn't otherwise. But yeah, man, are you looking forward to any specific match tomorrow? I'm looking forward to all of them, obviously, but is it anything jumping out at you, anything specific regarding a certain match, or just 2 players you can't wait to see fighting against each other?
I would probably say Veggie versus Poppy, and I think the whole of winners.
Yeah. So I was going to say Veggie versus Poppy if you said Phenom versus Lord Venom. Because I think Phenom versus Lord Venom is definitely like, if you just take a shot, like a glance at this bracket, you're like, oh man, like I definitely want to see that, right? The fireworks can definitely fly between the two because they're 2 of the best players in this region. And Phenom has continued to own the region. He's won every World Warrior event, but Lord Venom in the building, man. He's been a consistent threat since Street Fighter 6 launched.
The thing is, what I like about this region is because they have the best best JP players. Sorry, tongue's twisted. They've got the best JP players in the region. They have to actually come up with that extra tech to understand and study the players and counteract them respectively. But the players here going up against JP in Mirkin and Phenom, They've got the tech required.
Yeah.
But then again, you're going up against the specialists, and they're some of the highest level. Veggie versus Poppy for me is mainly of a footsie thing.
Yes. Because like you mentioned before, Veggie really actually likes playing footsies with Zangief. And Zangief has some tools that are far ranging. You have to be really precise with them. And I think a lot of the onus is left on the player to really utilize those buttons effectively. But if you can find that spacing, and he has so much experience on the Geef that I think his footsies are very, very strong with them. So I'm very interested to see if Poppy just tries. If he gets a little too close, I think he can go bad for him. I think he's going to have to play kind of a keep away game with the Chun-Li. I don't think he should start with the Cammy, but we'll see how it all goes. And then the last one we haven't even touched on yet, I believe, is the Honda versus the Blanca, right? Banja versus Hercules Hulk. That's just going to be a slobber knocker. I love watching both of those characters. Hate fighting against them, but love watching them. And to see those two clash, that's going to be a barn burner, bro.
I think for me, because I don't have much intel prior as to what's going to happen, that's going to be a first to 3 environment. And what I like about this game as well is first to 3 environments will always bolster the argument, should first to 3 be the standard now. Because again, some of the first to 2s we've seen today, if you came, like, take Ixion for example, he was coming back. Was it too little too late?
Yep.
You know, think about Rikkeman's Barnet. If he had the extra game.
Yep.
Oh, of course, obviously, look, the obvious answer is yes, something probably would have changed.
Yeah.
It might have been a 3-2 as opposed to a 2-1.
Yeah.
But if you give them that extra leeway, more time to kind of adjust to certain scenarios, because I do think it's why I like watching first to 10s, first to 7s, first to 5s.
Absolutely.
Give them that extended chance because they might just need that extra game for something to click, to fully be warmed up and ready to go, and implement new strategies. So I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow, first to 3 sets will be interesting.
As a fan of log sets, I'm sure you've seen plenty of sets where somebody will streak later on in the set, right?
Yeah,
Like they'll be like 7 games in, and then all of a sudden somebody just wins 5 straight games. And that's because you get more intel in those longer sets. So that's why I call the 3 out of 5 the promised land. Like, you know, they earn their way into the promised land. You get that extra game of intel, and some players are just so dangerous with it. We're going to see how it pops off tomorrow.
Indeed. But yes, that will be it from us. Can we take one last look at the top 8 bracket there, just so the people know at home? You can see this on start.gg, exclamation mark bracket in the chat. Obviously, you want to look at it off the clock, but this is what it's going to be. These are some of the strongest players here. The favorite in Phenom is here. However, some of the strongest competition is here as well. Has he got everybody's number? Or has somebody changed phone contracts? I wonder. We'll always find out there. But make sure you tune in. Stay locked in. Twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. Or you can watch on the YouTube channel as well. We do stream on the YouTube channel as well. But yes, other than that, it's been a good day one here. Decided to mosey on over, see my boy Ringe, talk some high-level Street Fighter. We're going to do the exact same thing tomorrow, aren't we?
Oh, you're damn right. So always a good time hanging with jammers. Always a good time hanging with y'all. We'll be back, as he said, same time tomorrow, same channels and all that. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And we'll see you soon.